feel very lucky. Some of my best buddies, favorite teammates. A lot of times you don't get to play with guys for a very long time. And the fact that I get to play with these guys again, I'm super grateful. And the longer you play hockey, the world gets kind of small. So I feel like I kind of know everyone in some fashion through someone else or met someone over the summer. So yeah, it's a very welcoming room, very good group of guys. Really no ego. Everyone just wants to come and work hard and try to win hockey games.
I don't consider you an old guy. I consider you an old school guy, the way you play the game. But another old school guy would be your head coach, Joe Quenneville. What's it been like being with Q, and how much did that signing of Quenneville here influence you approving the trade from the Rangers to the Ducks?
Yeah, no, it was a massive part of my decision. Obviously, his track record speaks for itself, and truly a man of character, good person, good human, treats everyone with respect, and he's changed the vibe around the building in a hurry. I mean, everything's been done with such purpose. It was an incredibly hard but fun training camp, and I think really got us ready to compete. It's energizing, it's fun, it's certainly a lot of hard work, but yeah, it makes coming to the rink every day just a blast.
I say a lot of times assistant coaches have more of a personal relationship with players. Your time with Dan Muse, how did he influence you?
He was incredible. Definitely one of the best coaches that I've had the pleasure of working with. Talk about another just great human being. I'm sure I've had a few people say this, but he's the hardest working man in hockey, right? Like, not sure when he sleeps, first to the rink, last one to leave. No one more deserving to get a head coaching job. He's had success everywhere he goes, and I wish him the best in every game except for the two that they play against us.
Well said. Thanks for doing this, Crides. All the best.
Thanks for having me.
All right, that's Chris Kreider, and you're to mess with the old 2-9er. Enjoy the hockey.
The Pittsburgh Penguins are brought to you by our founding partners, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, because life. Now it is time for the Highmark Injury Update.
Penn's got to keep their heads up tonight. You got guys in that lineup for the Ducks who like to take them off. Radko Gudas and, in particular, Jacob Trouba is now a member of the Ducks. Now, the injuries for the Ducks, former Penguin Jansen.
Then start to make plays. Penn's new head coach, Dan Muse, has his team currently 2-1 and firing on all cylinders. Ducks got to be sharp right from opening puck drop. Number 2, Beckett Seneca leads NHL rookies with 3 points in 2 games. He's got to stay hot tonight. Number 3, Ducks need to win every 50-50 puck battle. Tonight's starters are starting for the spectacular Anaheim Ducks on the front end. Cutter Gauthier, Mason McTavish, and Beckett Seneca. On the back end, Radko Gudas and Jackson Lacombe. And in net, goaltender Lukas Dostal starting for the woeful Pittsburgh Penguins. On the front end, Ricard Raquel, Sidney Crosby, and Brian Rust. On the back end, Eric Carlson and Parker Wotherspoon. And in net, goaltender Tristan Jarry. Tonight's officials are referees Gord Warrior, Trevor Hansen, linesman Ryan Gibbons, and Brandon Golleritz.
Boy, I tell you what, I can't remember the enthusiasm here. We won a Stanley Cup one year, come close another year, and you're looking forward to that next season. But, boy, this is a special vibe here, and I think it has a lot to do with the success of the team so far. It's still very early in the regular season, but there's just a new feel all the way around, on the ice, off the ice, and I think the fans are hoping to get this season off on a good note. Here comes the introduction of the players, and Emerson, I think we're all jacked up. We've seen some positive signs for the hockey club. Maybe they can get a 2-point effort tonight here against a Pittsburgh team.
Well, you just highlighted why you're so excited, but Steve, I'm stoked because I look down at these surface-level team stats here for the Anaheim Ducks. Goals tied for 4th in the National Hockey League, and that's per game, of course, 4 goals per game. How about this? Shots on goal. We just talked about it, 39.5. That ranks number 1 in the National Hockey League. Power play, 2nd. 40% PP percentage. That is lights out. And that is one of the reasons why, of course, everyone, when he was a free agent head coach, and Jay Woodcroft, he was at one of the top of the leaderboards as far as being selected for a head coach. Well, we got him here in Anaheim, and he has done wonders for this power play for the Anaheim Ducks. And the list goes on and on about things that have already improved in comparison to last season.
Yeah, and you know what? Thinking about practices and preparing under a new coaching staff and some new players here, I had a good feeling just what I was watching over there at Great Park Ice a lot. The instruction, the teaching, and then some early season success. Even in that preseason game up in L.A., where we had a little bit of a come-from-behind effort. You don't see a lot of that in preseason. And so far, so good in the short period of time. I like the effort against San Jose. How could you not? Because another come-from-behind effort. So learning some things that are very difficult to accomplish, especially early in the season when you're trying to get used to new teammates, new coaching staff. It's a positive vibe here, and this Beckett Seneca was just introduced, got a big roar, and, he's one of the many reasons to be excited about this hockey club.
To think of him being so young and the impact he's already making on this Anaheim Ducks team, I mean, it's phenomenal. Yep. I just spoke about him being ranked first among all NHL rookies in points. Of course, numerous players tied at that number 3 point mark, but at the same time, I mean, that says a ton. This team plays better when he is really going, and what can he do? Right? He grabs the puck and goes off the rush. He's so good on those offensive zone entries. He's getting better as far as finding the dead spots, as his couple of goals have alluded to, both coming around the net. And he's just thinking at such a high level. It's really impacting the games of him around him. And it just... he continues to get better and better. We talked about his rookie face-off tournament. Ever since then, he's gotten better and better each game.
He has, and you can hear the crowd just roaring behind us. Leo Carlson just introduced, raising his right stick as he joins his teammates out in the neutral zone area. We'll have our national anthem. That's another pregame ceremony here, short one, and then the Ducks against the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then we have a very good hockey club in Carolina, the Hurricanes, coming into town for the second game of this short homestand. And you know what? This is important because guess what? We have a pretty tough road trip upcoming. 12 days, 5 games against some very good hockey clubs. And you'd like to build up some positive things and put some wins in that column as we move forward early in the season.
Well, the goal with being on the road is you at least want to be 500, right? Of course, you always want to be above 500, but you're on the road. It's a long road trip. And the fact that the Anaheim Ducks, they're already 500, starting the year off on the road, good signs. So, yes, I couldn't agree more, Steve. 2 points locked in here tonight, that would be huge.
Well, there's more introductions coming out on the ice, and I tell you who got one of the biggest roars is Mason McTavish. We got him back a little bit after the start of training camp, and Radko Gudas gets a goo sound as he comes out too. I'll tell you, I've never seen the fans so fired up for the start of the regular season at home for the Anaheim Ducks, and hopefully the team can fire back with a couple of points tonight against Pittsburgh. We'll have a little bit of a pregame ceremony here down in the corner, and the fans watching as the team circles at center ice, and we're just moments away from the national anthem and then the start of this particular game. We have a very special guest who, by the way, will be up here in our broadcast booth coming up during one of the intermissions. His name is Daniel Doc Jacobs, and we're going to tell his story in detail and visit with him live up here in the booth come that period of the broadcast. And just getting the line makeup here. See Kreider, Carlson, Terry, Gauthier, McTavish, Seneca, Petrano, Granlund, Killorn, Johnston, Paling, and Nestorenko up front. Lacombe, Gudas, Zellweger, Truba, Michikov, Hellison, and of course Lukas Dosta, who, by the way, speaking of him, is good friends with this young man, and he's got a great story, and we're going to be talking all about it during the upcoming intermissions. And he circles around at center ice, waiting the arrival of the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'll tell you, this Ducks organization does these kind of things as well as anyone, and anyone who has any kind of thing happen in their careers or just in life, you'll probably see them out here at the hockey game enjoying a night, and in some cases being honored like this young man has been early before the game and will throughout the next 3 hours. So, Ducks will take a little circle here, get skating, and well, I don't know. I've had just a really good feeling about this night. It's going to be a special night. Look, all you got to do is look up at the stands, and it's packed in here for this home opener.
Yeah, it really is. And Steve, I can't help but think of that loud ovation that the great fans here at Honda Center tonight gave Mason McTavish. They know what impact he's had over the last 2 games. 4 assists, of course, 1, the beautiful backhand setting up Beckett Seneca for his first National Hockey League goal. That was a beauty. One of the nicer, and I said in the pregame show, one of the nicer backhand passes I've seen in quite some time. Nice 15-footer right to the back door, right on the stick of Beckett Seneca for him to slam it home. And then 3 assists in that come from behind win there against the San Jose Sharks. That's big time. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. You're getting 3 helpers at the game's highest level. That just shows you're a darn good hockey player.
And you know what else we give the fans? An up-close look at number 87, Sidney Crosby, for the Pittsburgh Penguins, one of the game's superstars. So that's another aspect you can enjoy. You're out here at Honda Center. Let's go downstairs.
And our armed forces around the world, please welcome Tim Kepler with the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets raglan, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You know what? That might have been one of the best pre-games live here at Honda Center since I've been here. I know that. It's special, and you can just feel it inside that gut.
Do you want to follow it up? I mean, it is home opener. Do you want to give it a shot? See if you could do exactly what Tim Kepler just did?
All I want is 2 points.
Oh, okay, there we go.
That's all I want right now.
Way to move on from that one. That was a nice transition.
Oh, man. Hey, look who's on the big jumbo screen. I know that guy. He's Teemu Solani. And he's out there. And they're going to get things going here. The Ducks and the Pens, and a big roar from the crowd.
One thing we can all agree on, they don't make them much better than that. As both a player and a person, as Teemu Solani, the Anaheim Ducks legend. Oh, the highlights from his career as a player, remarkable.
Boy, I'll tell you, I don't know if I've experienced such a loud roar. Just let's get going here. Can't wait to get home, and a hockey game in progress now. And Seneca is out there. So is another good young player named a defenseman for the Ducks, Jackson Lacombe. He's going to be with us for years to come, and he just signed an extended contract recently. Here's Pittsburgh back in their own end of the rink. I'll tell you, this crowd is fired up here at Honda Center. No scores. We're just underway, 30 seconds in. And Lacombe is back in his own end of the rink to go after the puck and retrieve it. Turn it over. Pens tried to center it. That was broken up. There comes the attack to center ice by Gauthier. Will shoot it in, go off on a change.
And good job by Cutter Gauthier, just taking that puck and going. That's what you want to see when it's especially early. You want to get those feet moving, and out of the pocket he went.
Here comes the Pittsburgh movement into the Anaheim zone as they have an opportunity to perhaps get their first shot towards the net. Drop it back, a shot, they score! Oh my, a shot by the newcomer Ryan Shea, one of their third-line D-pair members. That was up high, and it beat Dosto cleanly, as we'll get a look at the replay right now.
Well, it was a perimeter shot that just happened to sneak through. There was some traffic, and how about that? Judging by the replay, seems to be a tip from number 16, Justin Brazeau for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Right place, right time, and the visitors go up by 1.
All right, a big start. Good start for Pittsburgh. So the Ducks have to answer that here in the first minute and 3. And the face-off at center ice. And the Anaheim Ducks will go to work and immediately fire it in. And the Pens will watch it move up the right wing side. So, Tristan Jarry, Archer Seelops, their goaltenders in the jersey tonight for them. And we see down at the other end, the Ducks goaltender, Lukas Dostal. Puck played, he's the starter, puck is sent behind the net. Anaheim will pursue it. Veteran Frank Vetrano gets it to Troy Terry. Behind the goal line, centers it, tried to work it there to a teammate. That one didn't connect. They'll try again. Mikhail Granlund was the intended receiver on that pass from behind the Penguin goal.
Well, good news is they started off the game in the offensive zone. And, of course, there was the goal against on that last shift, but they proceed to now, once again, continue a good forechecking in the offensive zone.
Connor Clifton going back for Pittsburgh to retrieve it. Fires it ahead. So a 1-0 lead for the Penguins from Pittsburgh. A PA puck is fired right down the middle of the ice. And fortunately, it was Lukas Dostal loving it before Holland. The fourth line right winger was there looking for a loose puck.
Seems early on, Pittsburgh just trying to play Semper. And then on that forecheck, you saw Philip Hollander stop right in front of the eyes of Lukas Dostal. So they're playing simple. They're trying to throw everything on him, as that Ryan Shea shot alluded to.
Face-off coming up to the right of Lukas. Puck is played in from near the blue line by Parker Wotherspoon. Playing on the blue line with the veteran Erik Karlsson tonight for Pittsburgh, who hustled back in their own zone to retrieve the puck, move it in front of the goal, and it's worked to the other side of the rink by Brian Rust. Out at center, Ducks try to intercept. Pittsburgh gets it back. Here they come 2-on-2, a shot, and Dostal gloves that one. A quick release shot there, and Dostal made it look easy.
That was Brian Rust crisscrossing right down his offensive zone blue line. He grabs that puck, and just at the far side, top of the circle, he unleashes a big-time shot. Nice glove save by Lukas Dostal.
Who gets ready for the upcoming and looks right into the face of a superstar player, Evgeny Malkin. And they have a guy named Crosby, too, I believe. He's pretty good. All right, puck is sent up on the wall. And it's played by Pittsburgh up on the right wing side by Justin Brazeau. Checked on the play. Lacombe moves it ahead to center for Gauthier, ahead for Seneca, and he was tied up at the last minute by Chris Letang, the veteran D-man. It's kind of a hand pass, so a face-off upcoming here in this scoreless first period.
And great job by the officials signaling that hand pass, and that was, of course, batted as Beckett Seneca trying to gain possession of the offensive zone blue line. Hand pass over to, well, the guy who just scored, Justin Brazeau.
Yeah, Gauthier set up. There, McTavish. Then on the other side, Seneca. Really looking forward to seeing how this line develops. Hopefully they can stay together and get something going here. Always a threat when they're on the ice.
Well, you just saw the intensity there, Beckett Seneca. I mean, how much did he want that puck and want to make something happen there? You could just see by his body language.
Here's the puck being moved to the right of the Anaheim Ducks players' bench. Shots on goal. Pittsburgh has 3. Ducks in search of number 1 in this opening period. Here comes the Anaheim attack led by Lacombe, kind of double team, whips it behind the net for Seneca in a fight for the puck, and I think Pittsburgh's going to get a penalty for holding. They will, which will give Anaheim a chance to tie up the game on special teams.
Well, when he's not scoring goals, he's drawing penalties. Beckett Seneca, let's listen to the call.
Pittsburgh penalty 24, 2 minutes holding.
Well, it's Beckett Seneca, as I just mentioned, moving his feet. It was at the end of a shift, and yep, Matt Dumba, he gets both hands. Now, once again, the goal, if you're pressuring a player, is to go stick on puck. You can't wrap the non-stick arm around the player and almost bare-hug fashion as Matt Dumba just did.
Face off to the right of the Pittsburgh goaltender, Tristan Jarry. Ducks on a JMG power play. A shot by Lacombe. Tapped in front. Knocked away by the Pittsburgh goaltender to the far side of the rink. Another chance from way out. Shot, save, rebound, side of the net. A shot was stopped by Jarry.
And before the Anaheim Ducks regain offensive zone possession time here on their JMG power play, the first goal of the game scored by the Pittsburgh Penguins, Justin Brazeau, assisted by Ryan Shea and Evgeny Malkin.
Yeah, Malkin guy's pretty good too, huh? Yeah. Crosby, they got some star players on their team. Here's a puck played on the far side of the rink. And the puck goes to Carlson down near the goal line. Leo gets it back again. Far side. Again, Leo with it. He'll shoot this time, and it's blocked out front. And it's broken up, and it goes down, and a former Duck was involved with that one, Ricard Raquel. Puck sent down the ice as the Ducks failed to enter the Pittsburgh defensive zone on that occasion. Penguins go after the puck, and Anaheim goes back, retrieves it. And the veteran forward for Anaheim, Chris Kreider, does a little back and forth to protect the puck, go off on a change, or is it going to stay on there? It's going to be moved up the center ice. Cutter Gauthier now on the far side to the right of the Pittsburgh goalie. Try and make a play behind the net. Get it to McTavish down near the goal line. Cutter Gauthier out high. Cutter gets it back in the slot. Sets up McTavish. A shot off the side of the net. Anaheim can't get the rebound. Loose puck, and it's cleared the length of the ice by the Pens.
Well, some great deception shown there by Cutter Gauthier, collecting that pass from Olin Zellweger. The whole building, including myself, thought he was going to shoot. He passed over to Mac T with a great chance, as you mentioned, hitting the side of the net, Steve.
Anaheim sets it up on the JMG power play, which has 2 seconds. One, it's expired. Front of the net, backhand opportunity there by Zellweger, the young defenseman. Now race for the puck on right wing. Entering the Anaheim D zone, a centering pass zone. It's broken up. Hollander took the feed from a teammate on the right wing side, streaking in, but couldn't get a shot away.
Now as Matt Dumba coming out of the sin bin. Boy, was he flying throughout the neutral zone, of course, near side to far side. He collects that puck, stops up a little bit, and sends it right back to Hollander, who didn't quite connect on the play.
A draw coming up in the Anaheim defensive zone. 1-0. It's going to be a pretty entertaining game.
Discover Lineage Watch Company, a family-owned California watch brand inspired by timeless design and grounded in American craftsmanship. Order yours today at lineagewatchco.com.
All right, face-off coming up to the right. Lukas Dostal. Zellweger's back there along with Jacob Trubus. You have a young defenseman plus a veteran D-man paired together. Puck is thrown in front. Oh, and just misconnecting in front of the net with a newcomer, Ryan Paling.
It was a nice give-and-go play. Paling kicks it out to Killorn, and then Killorn returns a favor with shooting that puck. Almost a stick on it was the streaking Paling to the net.
Here comes Tomasino, moving it back to the blue line after he was forced to go to the sideboard. And now Drew Hellison for Anaheim will feed a backhand to a teammate. Here comes Anaheim, 3 across center. 13:30 to go, first period. A wrist shot there taken by that attack line, featuring Frank Vetrano. And a glove save there, that time by Jari. And we will have a timeout upcoming here. You're listening to Duckstream, powered by Tuna.
Meet Barkley. When Barkley smells gas, he leaves fast. When Barkley hears hissing coming from a gas appliance, he leaves fast. When Barkley sees dirt or water shooting from the ground, he leaves fast. Barkley then calls 911 and Southwest Gas from a safe location.
Did that dog just grab a phone and dial 911?
Gas lines can be buried anywhere, so remember to call 911 and Southwest Gas.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance line. Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Feel the electricity of the 2025 Honda Prologue at your helpful Honda dealer. Power. Get power with quick acceleration from Prologue's electric powertrain motor. Feel the performance with smooth and responsive driving. See the style with a sleek look and spacious interior. Prologues are in stock now with a network of helpful Honda dealerships available for service. The power. To see Prologue's powerful electric performance, search your local Honda dealer today.
Mason McTavish is 3-0 in the face-off circle. Mikhail Granlund is 2-0, so Ducks voting well in the circle. 6 wins for the good guys, 1 for the Pittsburgh Penguins, but the Anaheim Ducks currently trailing this one by a score of 1-0. 13:29 remaining in the first period. Looking for communication you can count on? Hytera Pop Radios. Keep your team connected nationwide, instantly and reliably. Visit hytera.us. That's hytera.us.
All right, here comes Pittsburgh up the ice in a hurry. Initiated the breakout by Ricard Raquel out in front, a shot, and that's one time wide of the Anaheim goal. 13:12 to go, first period. Pittsburgh with a lead of 1-0. This puck is played up on the right wing side. Ducks get it ahead. Tried a breakaway type feed there for Alex Killorn. He was being watched closely by Erik Karlsson, and the pass just failed to connect.
Even though the Pittsburgh Penguins are currently leading in the shots on goal department 3-2, that doesn't really paint the picture of what's really going on right now. The majority of the puck possession time has been favored the Anaheim Ducks side, but just every now and down the Pittsburgh Penguins, they'll pop off for a quality chance at the net.
Shot scored by Pittsburgh. And Dostal did get a piece of that after the faceoff. Puck was fired near the blue line, near that circle to the right of Lukas. And Ricard Raquel comes back to haunt his former teammates. And he might have redirected it in front of the net and gives his team a 2-goal advantage.
That was a beautiful tip. by, as you mentioned, Steve, the former Anaheim Ducks, Rickard Rakell. Boy, has he had himself a solid couple of years there in Pittsburgh. Phenomenal last season. And there's exactly why. His hard-nosed net presence, him using his feet, his wheels to get there in a perfect tip. The visiting team up by 2.
He was always a fan favorite here, too. He did a lot of good things for the hockey club and has done well with the Pittsburgh organization. Here's Anaheim going up the right wing side with a toss at center ice for Mason McTavish. Back at the point, and the Penguins had a forward there to tip it away from a possible Anaheim bring the puck into the pen zone. And now, out in front, Seneca couldn't handle the pass. Shot coming. Little off balance because it deflected off a Duck player. And that shot was headed towards the net. But some good play there in front of Dostal helps maybe prevent a goal there.
Well, this is really the first time we've seen the Anaheim Ducks maybe not dictate the play that we've seen in the early portions of that game in Seattle. As we saw there in that San Jose showing, even though that they got down right in that game early on, they were still dictating a lot of the play. They need to get back to that here tonight.
All right, here from the face-off. Pittsburgh will hold it in, up by a pair at the moment. Steve Carroll with Emerson Edom. And hope you enjoy the rest of the evening of hockey here at Honda Center. Save by Dostal, then a rebound. Really didn't get a good shot on that rebound try by Justin Brazeau. Here comes Anaheim to center. A 4-on-3 break. And out of the net to just hold on to it is Jory, and he'll hang on to it. And we'll get another face-off upcoming here.
Now the second goal of the hockey game, both, of course, by the visiting Pittsburgh Penguins. And their second scored by Rickard Rakell, assisted by Ryan Shea and Sidney Crosby. So how about all of the young hockey players in attendance here tonight? Of course, they're seeing the likes of Leo Carlson, Troy Terry, and all the bright young stars for the Anaheim Ducks. But you always like to see when the visiting superstars come into town, right?
Yep.
The Evgeny Malkins of the world, the Eric Carlsons, the list goes on and on of talented and guys that have been getting it done for so many years here on this Pittsburgh Penguins roster.
Ross Johnson's line is out there for Anaheim, and he'll dig it free at the Pittsburgh blue line. Puck all the way back behind Dostal. Quick outlet up the ice. Pass here intended for Johnston. Failed to connect there. 3 Ducks in the corner, including Paling and Nestorenko, who scooted after it in the far side. Penguins will slide it out to the red line. 11:28 to go. First period quiet here at Honda Center at the moment. 2-goal lead for the Pens. Here's Beckett Seneca back to Radko Gudas. A shot! Left pad kick out there by Jari.
And great job by Beckett Seneca, just doing the best play that was in front of him. And that was just a simple take it from this near side to the weak side, low to high pass, and Radko Gudas does the rest. We're going to have a penalty. Let's go down and take a listen.
Pittsburgh 87, minor penalty for hooking.
And folks who can't see it know that number 87 is Sidney Crosby, and I don't think he spends too much time in the penalty box, but we got him off the ice for this shift.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for Sidney Crosby, and just as we saw in that replay, bad things happen when you stop moving your feet. Of course, in this case, it's good for the Anaheim Ducks. They find themselves on the man advantage. But for Sidney Crosby, not so much. Stop moving his feet, and that's when you start poking and prodding with that stick.
He's off to the right of Jari. Anaheim on this particular power play, trying to do some good things and see what happens. Down by a pair, they could use a tally right now. JMG power play time for the Anaheim Ducks. They look to shoot instead. Lacombe dishing off. He'll crisscross with his teammate. Carlson to Lacombe, side of the net. Back in front, get it to Carlson. A drive! Oh, and then rocketed it off the backboard. Another chance for Anaheim on this special teams opportunity. Another shot. Lacombe pad save. Puck kicks out high. Lacombe will get it again. Will he shoot again? No, not at the moment. Puck is held on to by Granlund, side of the net. A shot. They score! puck was thrown in front by Carlson and looked like it was redirected in by Chris Kreider.
What an unbelievable JMG power play goal. A perfect setup where it seemed like at a certain point, all 5 guys on that ice in the offensive zone for the Anaheim Ducks had a huge part in that goal. Some silky passing, all orchestrated here on this near side. Jax Lacombe to Leo Carlson. Leo waits, and then backdoor pops out Chris Kreider, and he narrows the Pittsburgh Penguins lead. The good guys are now on the board.
329th career goal for Chris Kreider in the National Hockey League. That was a big pickup by Anaheim there. You want some veteran presence in your hockey club? He'll provide it.
Well, what have the Anaheim Ducks been searching for the last couple of years, right? Goal scoring. Yep. And Chris Kreider, he's been delivering.
Here's Anaheim. Tell you what, this has all the thought process. We're in for a pretty entertaining game here. 9:56 to go, first period. Pittsburgh back, a shot, and that's blocked. Pick up the puck on the left wing side. Get it back to the point for Ryan Shea, and then a puck is fired in the air, bouncing behind Lukas Dostal. The Ducks will clear it through the neutral zone and down the ice as Anaheim makes a wholesale change on the bench on the far side.
Yeah, it's going to be really key for the Anaheim Ducks to keep on the pressure. They spent this next shift in the defensive end, but here comes Frank Petrano in the neutral zone.
And we actually fell down to one knee, but got the pass away for Troy Terry. Behind the net, Ducks go after it. Pittsburgh will clear. And a rolling puck up the ice. A race for it. Anaheim won that race. Back at center ice, Mikhail Granlund up ahead for Troy Terry. Petrano to the front of the net. They center it, and back checking. They'll break it up. That's Rickard Rakell. Here comes Crosby, a shot. Kicked out by Lukas Dostal. Penguins get it again with 8:51 to go, first period. And the visitors from Pennsylvania up by 1. It's a 2-1 game at the moment. Pretty entertaining, and Crosby back to the blue line. Front of the Ducks players bench. Whips it in behind the net. Anaheim there to try and dispose of it. Get it out of the zone. It's held in again, this time by Rust. Other side shot taken. It's blocked. Rust goes to play it at the points. Throws it in the half wall near side, far side. Teammate got it back to Rust, and his blast was wide.
And the Anaheim Ducks are now on the score sheet. The first goal of the game for the good guys scored by Chris Kreider. A power play tally assisted by Leo Carlson and Mikhail Granlund.
Here comes Anaheim breaking back with speed. 3-on-3. Try and center it from the far side was Paling. Johnson, his line mate on this particular shift, couldn't keep it in. Pittsburgh back the other way. It's back and forth here, folks. 7:51, fast-moving first period. Pens have a 1-goal lead if you just joined us. And more hockey in the next couple of hours here, so keep it tuned. Letang, the veteran defenseman there, trying to create something, will turn, go back in behind his own goal line, fling it out on a backhand. Maybe he didn't have enough oomph on that to get it out. Puck held in at the point by Gudis. Ross Johnson in front, a shot, and it's fired just wide as Anaheim had a chance to get another one there.
It all started with a relentless forecheck by Nikita Nesterenko and Ross Johnson. It was a very aggressive 2-1-2 forecheck where you have the two forwards really up on the Pittsburgh Penguins D, and that created some havoc. Oh, there's a chance by Chris Kreider.
And here comes Pittsburgh back, led by Blake Lizotte. Fires it in behind Dostal. And now a steal by the Pens, trying to get something going on the far side of the rink. Lizotte had it again. To the point, here's a possible break. Oh, and Kreider just couldn't catch up with it there.
It was a great stick on puck from Chris Kreider, and another stick on puck by not only Drew Helleson, but Leo Carlson. All Ducks skaters right now playing very great defensive hockey.
Warren had some words with Lizotte as both went off to the respective benches and still barking at one another. And Anaheim regroups in their own zone. Cutter Gauthier, long pass ahead for Beckett Seneca. Moving in, trying to get around the defenseman Dumba, but he couldn't do so. Now the puck is swatted out to the line. Malkin bumped there with the Anaheim defenseman Pavel Minchikov. And 6:16 to go in the first. We have a timeout. 2-1 for the Pens over the Ducks in Anaheim. And you're tuned in to Duckstream, powered by Tune It.
Face Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I'm scared of you guys.
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face Off Inside the NHL. Watch now, only on Prime Video.
Remember when instant connection meant just one push? Hytera brings it back with modern puck radios that deliver crystal clear nationwide communication. Whether coordinating fleets or large facilities, Hytera puck radios deliver reliable communication that keeps your team talking anytime, anywhere. Stay connected, stay efficient, stay ahead with Hytera puck radios. Visit hytera.us today. That's hytera.us.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big. Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big. Official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
Well, that was interesting. I wish I could have been a little ear on that conversation. Sidney Crosby, Chris Kreider, they came into contact with one another quite a bit. Sidney, of course, longtime Penguins. Kreider coming to the Ducks in the offseason from the New York Rangers organization. Been there a long time, and they had looked like a friendly conversation. Both went to the respective benches, although it still would have been nice to hear what was being said. Here is Pittsburgh back after the puck behind their own goal. Anaheim there, McTavish there, along with Seneca. It's joined by Cutter Gauthier. Pens knocked the puck down the ice, never got to Dostal. And down at center ice, the Pens will whack it in. It's Pittsburgh 2, Anaheim 1. The shots are 7-6 in favor of Pittsburgh. And hope you're enjoying Ducks hockey. Here at home, good to be home. Here's the puck played by Pittsburgh. In across the line, Matthew Dumba on the left wing side. Try and get it again. Justin Brazeau, the second line right winger. As Pittsburgh does a little bit of stick handling, possession of the puck. Crosby works it free. Got it back, and they went to make a pass at the blue line, but no one was there for the Pens. So Pittsburgh regroups. With Vetrano pressuring back in the Pittsburgh D zone. Out at center it comes, and it's watched in by Parker Wotherspoon. Crosby centers it, and there's Vetrano for Anaheim. Trying to get it out. The Pens steal it. Trying to make a pass. Bounces off his skate. Anaheim back. Here's a break to the right of the Pittsburgh goal. They center it. Oh, and it just missed connecting in front of the net. And back comes Pittsburgh. Don't waste any time throwing it all the way down the ice. Troy Terry was there. Thought for a moment they might be able to get possession. Redirected in after a pass, but not to be this time. So a face-off in the Pittsburgh end of the rink. Steve Carroll with Emerson Edom up here in the broadcast booth. Hope you enjoy this. The home opener for the Anaheim Ducks. They have a 12-day trip coming up pretty soon. But before that, game with the Carolina Hurricanes. That will not be an easy assignment here in a couple of nights in SoCal. Here in the high slot, a shot is blocked. Picked up by Pittsburgh and sent ahead to center ice. Crosby triple team. Can he break all three? Well, he got the pass away, didn't he, to Tommy Novak. Out in front, here's a shot and a blocker save by Dostal on a close-in scoring opportunity for Pittsburgh.
How about Sidney Crosby and his ability to just make things happen at that age? It just shows it doesn't matter his age. He continues to just make things happen. A beautiful pull-up, a beautiful weak side pass to the D, and a great save by Lukas Dostal.
Quick timeout. We're coming back to Anaheim with the Ducks down by a goal on Duckstream, powered by Tune.
This December, we'll bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
Welcome back to Honda Center. The annual orange carpet outside the arena took place prior to tonight's home opener puck drop. Now, unlike the past, this year the NHL has changed the dress code, allowing players to have a little creativity with their outfits. And while many of the Ducks players adorned suits, a couple like Frank Vetrano sported a more casual look. Frank recently told me that he likes the change because he can show off his shoes, of which he wore a nice designer pair tonight. You love to see the players showing off their style, guys.
Yeah, you know what? I got to talk to him about some shoes.
Why do you do that? Let me know what he said.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't take long for me to ruin shoes. Maybe it's all the workout, huh? Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't think it's you.
Here comes Anaheim with a puck going down low beneath the goal line. In a 2-1 Pittsburgh lead, they had a 2-0 lead. If you just joined us, here's Minchikov's shot. And that was knocked down in the high slot by Tommy Novak. 8-6 shots favoring Pittsburgh. We continue to wind down here in the first period. Of course, we'll have that intermission coverage for you. Chance for Anaheim. Move in, a shot by Terry off the catching glove of their goaltender, Jari.
And that was facilitated by Mikhail Granlund. Yet again, he's been all over the ice.
Here's Trouba drive, and that one under the glove of Tristan Jari from Surrey, BC. Puck behind the net, and Pittsburgh will regroup.
I mean, he was a big part of the lone goal for the Anaheim Ducks so far. Mikhail Granlund here on the near side half wall, and then just on that entry. I mean, great passing plays. He's been ready to go since the start of the puck drop.
Okay, here's Pittsburgh. Entertaining first period here. Back and forth we go. Not too many dull moments. Here's Anaheim trying to get it across. Was Nestorenko kind of partially fanned on a pass attempt there in the neutral zone. Played by Anaheim in their own end of the rink, and we're under 3 minutes to go in the opening frame. Puck then sent in from the red line by Ross Johnston. Paling and his other line mate heading off now, Nestorenko. Johnston sure to follow here. See how the play develops. So those three go off as Anaheim dumps it in. Pittsburgh there. Maneuvered up the left wing side, and they'll get it out to the neutral zone. Clear to the Anaheim Ducks blue line. Jackson Lacombe is there for Anaheim, trying to move it up the right wing side. Cutter Gauthier turned it over. A shot! Oh, big save by Dostal there on a big-time scoring chance by the dangerous Erik Karlsson.
And there's been a couple of those breakdowns right in front of the net. Lukas Dostal's come a big.
Here's Lacombe back the other way, shoots, and that one blocked by the Pittsburgh defense. Now behind the net, Anaheim pursuing the puck. And it's the veteran Erik Karlsson doing his best to get it out of trouble, dropping it to a teammate behind his own goaltender.
Both teams really having they're equal opportunities when it comes to grade A chances. And here comes Crosby.
Moves in, a shot, forehand to backhand, they stopped him. Another drive, oh my. What a shot that was by Ricard Raquel. And Lukas Dostal coming up huge there.
I just was touching on the breakdowns shown over the last couple of shifts for the Anaheim Ducks, and there goes another breakdown. Sidney Crosby taking advantage of a loose puck right down Main Street. He tries to drop the shoulder and go 5-hole on his in-tight breakaway. What a stop by Lukas Dostal.
Yeah, very nicely done. You hear the crowd? Let's go Ducks here at Honda Center. On this Tuesday night, October the 14th. In for a heck of a finish. This game's going to provide a little more excitement, too, before it's over with. 2-1 Pittsburgh. Little toss ahead on the left wing side. And Pittsburgh goes after it. It's Ricard Raquel again. Heard his name a lot already here in the first period. Work it back to the blue line. Feed to Raquel. High slot. Shot coming. That one missed. Anaheim will get to it. And Trouba trying to move away from Brian Rust. Get it all the way down the ice. And it just missed touching up the Pittsburgh goaltender in his crease. So we'll bring a face-off all the way back into the Anaheim defensive zone.
I was talking about it a little bit early on in this hockey game, and just the ability over the last couple of games for the Anaheim Ducks to dictate the play. And, well, they started to see it leading up to that power play and that power play goal from Chris Kreider. Anaheim Ducks, they need to stop passing the puck off, do it themselves. Each guy has to take initiative and skate that puck out of the pocket.
Anaheim with the puck, toss it high into the air, enough to bounce it through the neutral zone, and that's where Pittsburgh regroups. Here, Phil Hewlett, longtime PA announcer here. Less than a minute to go in the opening frame. Here's Balkin, a shot. Boy, that wasn't an easy stop. That was a rocket, a low shot just off the ice, and there was no stall to make the glove save.
Yet another big-time flash of the leather from Lukas Dostal. He's been good early on. You know what's smart? Saving money. You know what's even smarter? Switching to Mercury Insurance, where it's easy to save $100 without sacrificing quality. Plus, your policies are just a tap away with the Mercury app. Shop smart. Get a quote today at mercuryinsurance.com.
And we'll be sure to do that next time I'm there. Here comes Anaheim. And they'll move it up the left wing side to center ice. And it's knocked into the zone. Collision there, Chris Letang keeping the progress at a minimum. But Anaheim will get the puck back, move towards it, and a shot, score! Cutter Gauthier with a one-time blast. After a great setup from the other side, Anaheim fighting back to tie up the game at 2-2.
What a blast from Cutter Gauthier right here on the near side. What vision by Pavel Mintyukov. Couple stick handles, top of the circle on the far side. He's looking at the net. Everyone was unsure.
The Penguins nearly retaking the lead before the end of the period. But Lukas Dostal and the Ducks getting some help from their own iron. We're tied at 2 through 20 here in Anaheim.
I like that press there by the Kindle line in the dying seconds.
We're going to keep it here for a moment or two as we look to perhaps go down for a short little visit with our Alexis Downey. And again, 2-2 will come back after all of that, after the commercial message, and discuss everything that we might not have seen or talked about before. So, all right. Interview coming up. Just a matter of seconds here. We got to wait for the Anaheim players to get back to the dressing room and that, and then we'll have that visit for you. I think the fans enjoyed it. We did okay. It seems like they're ready down there, so let's go downstairs.
And we're joined by Ducks forward Mikael Granlund. Grants, just talk about what you've experienced so far during home opener. I mean, just an electric crowd out there. Talk about this environment here tonight.
Yeah, it's been electric for sure. Obviously, we didn't get the start we wanted, but we battled back, and 40 minutes left.
And for you, amongst a lot of great things in your own respective game, a bright spot that I've noticed is your power play, your ability to make things happen on the flanks. How do you find that calm, cool, and collective nature that I've seen on display time and time again?
I don't know. I guess I've just always had it. I think it's a big part of power play. You got to have a little bit of patience, a little bit of, just kind of seeing what's going to open up there. So it's been going pretty good. So let's hope we can get another one here.
Well, you already touched on that first question, what you got to do in the next 40 minutes of play. So, yeah, you guys are playing lights out. Keep trucking. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right. Mikael Granlund kind of like that guy. He's very friendly, and also he's done some good things already in his career with the numbers.
Well, he certainly has. We all saw what he did last season with the Dallas Stars going to the Western Conference Final there and being a big piece of that puzzle. Well, he's shining so far in Anaheim. I mean, that pass to, of course, a nice soft touch lob pass. Oh, what was that, 100 feet there in San Jose to Alex Killorn there at the offensive zone blue line, just posted up. We saw that. Once again, I just alluded to big-time plays happening on the flanks on the power play. He continues to really shine bright in that area, and he's just a facilitator. We knew bringing him here to Anaheim that he was going to be facilitating. Well, he's been doing that and more so far.
All right, we got a commercial break coming up, then we'll be back with the intermission. But before we do take that break, want to remind NHL fans not to miss any action. You get your Anaheim Ducks tickets and Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Ducks and the NHL. With mobile entry and easy transfer, you're in for every goal. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com/Anaheim Ducks, because when they shoot, you score. Only at Ticketmaster. We'll take a timeout, come back with the intermission. Thanks for listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIt.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Saving for retirement was tough enough for us.
Yes, and navigating markets can be challenging at times.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we take a disciplined approach with your investments.
Tell us more about that.
We take an active approach to money management, positioning your portfolio for opportunities we see ahead.
So all your clients get the same portfolio?
No, we tailor your portfolio to your individual goals and needs.
What about communication? We don't like being left in the dark.
We check in regularly to keep you informed on the markets and your portfolio.
Which means you'll help us stay on track.
Yes, our goal is your comfortable retirement. And as a fiduciary, we always put your interests first, because we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Since 1894, Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water has been there for you, with naturally occurring electrolytes for a crisp taste, sourced from springs in and west of the Rockies, refreshing our everyday moments, and now, proudly hydrating the Anaheim Ducks. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Nothing else.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
Busy schedule? Hey, FlexFans are available now to let you choose the games that you want. Select 7 or more games to save big and get discounts on concessions and merch. Visit AnaheimDucks.com/FlexFans.
This is the first intermission report on Duckstream, the official 24/7 audio home of Anaheim Ducks hockey.
And we are so happy to be back here in the first period intermission in Southern California. Good game. Pretty entertaining for the fans here. And this place is filled to the rafters tonight at Honda Center. It's a 2-2 game, Pittsburgh and Anaheim. We'll talk more about it in just a moment or two, but one of our good sponsors is Arrowhead Water. And since 1894, Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water has been there for you. Naturally occurring electrolytes for a crisp taste. Sourced from springs in and west of the Rockies. Refreshing our everyday moments and now proudly hydrating the Anaheim Ducks. Arrowhead Mountain spring water, nothing else. But we do have something else right now, as Emerson Needham will look at some things regarding this hockey game.
Presented by Impressions, the official signage partner of the Anaheim Ducks and Honda Center. My first intermission first impression is none other than Chris Kreider. Now, I could give it to multiple guys. I could give it to Cutter Gochi as well with that long bomba shot. But you know what, Kreids? He really put forth his best effort their last game in San Jose. 2 big-time goals right around the doorstep there, and he's back at it, scoring once again. So he was prepared right at the start. AD asked just that change in line. Of course, flip-flopping Killorn and Troy Terry. Well, although that was a power play goal right there from Chris Kreider, that line has boded well. He's been obviously a big part of it using his size and speed. They've been so dynamic on the forecheck. Chris Kreider has been great on the forecheck. Really a lot of the skaters, and that's what's propelled them to coming back in this hockey game. So they got to continue the forecheck game. Zero hesitation. They seem to be going that 2-1-2. Of course, that's 2 forwards aggressively on Pittsburgh Penguins D, and then you got that F3 top of the circles trigger area filling in for support. So they got to continue to be aggressive. Just go for it. That's what it's all about. High risk, high reward hockey, and that's what led to them coming back in this game once again. I just spoke on him. Chris Kreider, not only does he have that goal, but he's got that goal on 2 shots on goal. So he's been flying out there. Mason McTavish, how about this? 6-1 in the faceoff circle. Good for 86% win percentage. Mikael Granlund, the gentleman we just spoke to there at the buzzer of the first period. Well, he comes out of that first 20 minutes of play with an assist, 703 of total on ice. How about this? 8-1 in the faceoff circle. Good for 89% win percentage. Faceoffs have been just so-so over the last couple of games for the Anaheim Ducks, but boy, are they on one in that department in this one. And of course, rounding out that solid play for the Anaheim Ducks with 2 block shots, Leo Carlson. He's having himself quite the night, assisting on that Chris Kreider power play goal. Let's take a look at the Pittsburgh Penguins skaters for the first 20 minutes of play. Thomas Novak, 2 shots on goal. Parker Wotherspoon, he's got 2 block shots. Moving on to Evgeny Malkin. Not only does he have an assist so far, he's got 2 shots on goal with Sidney Crosby, making a positive impact for his club. And only 523 of total on ice, so the great 87, not a ton of ice time, but certainly being impactful, of course. Once again, getting that assist and 2 shots on goal. Let's take a look at some team stats real quick for you, then we'll send it to commercial break. How about 74% win percentage? I mean, that is lights out win percentage for face-offs is concerned. 17 face-off wins, 6 losses, and 26% win percentage for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So a lot of good stuff boding well for the Anaheim Ducks so far in this game. Steve?
I will say so. Right now, we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Flex plans are now available for our fans who have the busiest schedules. You can select just the weekend games or just the giveaway nights. Whatever suits you best. Just select 7 or more games to receive huge savings on tickets, discounts on concessions and merchandise, and new this year, parking is included. Visit AnaheimDucks.com/flexplans for more information.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, get in. What? Who are you? I'm future you. Constipation with belly pain still coming back? Yeah. Mia, our doctor figured it out. She said it's irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Hey Ducks fans, the Wild Wings Kids Club is back and better than ever. Our young Ducks fans can score exclusive merch, fun prizes, and invites to special Kids Club events all season long. To learn more or to sign up, visit ANAHEIMDucks.com/Kids Club. News and notes from around the National Hockey League. Ottawa Senators captain Brady Tkachuk may miss a minimum of 4 weeks due to a wrist injury sustained during Monday's game against the Nashville Predators. Head coach Travis Green told reporters today, including Julian McKenzie of The Athletic. The Montreal Canadiens have secured their management team by signing President of Hockey Operations Jeff Gordon and General Manager Kent Hughes to a 5-year contract extension the team announced today. Prior to the announcement, Gordon held the role of Executive Vice President of Hockey Operations. Both he and Hughes were previously set to see their contracts expire at the end of this season. Toronto Maple Leafs head coach Craig Brewery is looking for star forward William Nylander to turn things around following a slow start to the season. In quotations, Willie needs more shots. He doesn't have enough shots. I think in Detroit didn't have any. Had 1 or 2 tonight. Brewery told reporters after last night's 3-2 loss to the Detroit Red Wings. The Buffalo Sabres are searching for solutions even with 79 games remaining in their season. Last night's 3-1 loss to the Colorado Avalanche dropped them to an 0-3-0 record after being booed off the ice following a shutout in Thursday's home opener. Fans' frustration intensified last night. Last night, the Montreal Canadiens secured last season's NHL Rookie of the Year defenseman Lane Hudson with an 8-year, $70.8 million contract extension. The Carolina Hurricanes are gearing up for an extended road trip amid worries about defenseman Jacob Slavin's condition. Slavin missed much of the third period and the entire overtime in Saturday night's 4-3 win over the Philadelphia Flyers. We have second period puck drop coming your way after this commercial break. Thanks for listening to Duck Stream, powered by TuneIn.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
Since 1894, Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water has been there for you, with naturally occurring electrolytes for a crisp taste, sourced from springs in and west of the Rockies, refreshing our everyday moments, and now, proudly hydrating the Anaheim Ducks. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Nothing else.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Anaheim Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Ducks.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big. Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big. Official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
Busy schedule? Flex plans are now available to let you choose the games that you want. Select 7 or more games to save big and get discounts on concessions and merch. Visit AnaheimDucks.com/flexplans.
We're back here at Honda Center. It's home opener, and it's all tied up 2 apiece. We have second period puck drop coming your way here momentarily. But first, when it comes to their kids' health, parents who want to know they're getting the best care possible. That's why Chalk and Rady's Children, 2 trusted leaders in pediatric health, have joined forces as Rady's Children's Health. They are continuing their commitment to providing exceptional care and impactful research in their local communities while creating new possibilities for a brighter, healthier future. Together, they're championing childhood. Learn more at radychildrens.org.
Here we go. Second period. Tied at 2. Kind of all fits together. 20 minutes left in the period. So 2 is a big number here. It's 2-2 on the scoreboard. What more can you ask for? Here's the puck played from center ice. Redirected in deep, and Lacombe hustles back after it. Fires it up on the left wing side. Carlson pinch, but Gauthier will try and get it out. Couldn't. It comes behind the Anaheim goal line. Gudas sent it out towards center ice. Broken up by the Pens. Here they come, led by Brian Rust, and he's bumped with the leg check, so to speak, by Radko Gudas. Now Carlson, a shot from the point. Deflected off a leg. High in behind the goal. Picked up the puck by the Pens. Shot from the point. Now one whistle wide. Off the stick of Erik Karlsson that time.
And a great job there on the far side flank. Him being the winger there on the far side. Beckett Seneca, he doesn't just hope play it. He doesn't just throw the puck away. No, he hangs onto it and he eloquently finds the Ducks' weak side D, and we're going to have a penalty here coming up.
Yeah, Malkin was stick handling it on the right wing side. And we're going to have, is that a holding the stick call? Let's go downstairs for the official's call.
Pittsburgh 87, minor penalty for slashing.
Slashing, okay. Slashing, and they will sit for a couple of minutes. That's Ricard Raquel.
And you might have heard 87, a little bit of a error there on the official Trevor Hansen's part, who made the call. That's actually, as you mentioned, Steve, Ricard Raquel, 67.
Yep. Here we go, the face-off and some special teams at work right now for the Anaheim Ducks. JMG power play time for the Anaheim Ducks. Chance to grab a lead for the first time in the game. They were down 2-0 early in the game. Now it's a tie game. I kind of suspect it'll be a close game from here on out. Here's Anaheim with Kreider throwing it in deep for Terry. Carlson misconnecting with it. Big pile up in the corner. They work the point off the board with a one-bounce feed for Lacombe. High slot, now it's Carlson off for Troy Terry. Back to Carlson, a shot! Oh my! That was one of the better saves, a glove save by the Pittsburgh goaltender Tristan Jarry.
It all started off with Jax Lacombe walking that blue line from the near side to about the middle ice mark, and then he gives it to Leo Carlson. Carlson down to Terry. Terry back to Carlson for the rip of a one-timer. Big-time glove stop by Jarry.
Here's a setup for Granlund. Heard from him a little while ago during the intermission. Nice young man. Puck is sent all the way down by the Pens. And the puck is picked up by the Anaheim goaltender, Lukas Dostal.
And it's telling how many power play opportunities the Anaheim Ducks have had early on in this game. It means they're skating well.
Kreider moving in. Drops it Lacombe. Will he shoot? Nope. Gonna dish it off. Carlson on the other side, a shot, and that's blasted wide. And the Ducks, Carlson does a good job of keeping the puck in. Took a big bounce, moved quickly to the blue line. Ducks held it in, however. Carlson from Granlund back to Lacombe. Looks to perhaps pass this time. Got it to Terry. A shot up high over the right shoulder of Jari. Back behind the net. Carlson goes after it. Sets it up. A blast by Lacombe. Pad save. Rebound in front. Cleared but not out. Good play, Lacombe, to hold it in. Oh, and a big collision down on the sideboard. Kreider involved in that one. Puck centered. Oh, and a block of a shot from the slot. Lacombe gets it again. Sets it up for Carlson. Side of the net now. And a shot off the goalpost that time. Boy, big-time opportunities. The latest by Troy Terry hitting the post. And then Anaheim can't hold it in, so they'll hustle back in their own zone to pick it up.
Nice puck handling by Tristan Jarry behind his net. He bangs it off the yellow, but here comes Justin Brazo.
Yep, and a backhand shot. It was almost a clear-cut breakaway. Anaheim got back a little bit to distract. Back at the point, Carlson shoots, deflected in front, right through Lukas Dostal. Now Anaheim will try and break out, get something going. 16:40 to play in second period.
Well, it's not about, at least not always about scoring on the power play. It's really about creating momentum for yourself, right? So if you don't score, you want to create momentum for yourself. That's exactly what the Anaheim Ducks power play did. Here comes Mantha.
Oh boy, coming in, got around the last guy, but couldn't control the puck. Then Malkin will flip it back out high. For the veteran, Carlson put it in front, bounced off Seneca. Went to McTavish on the move into the Pittsburgh zone. Sets it up. Zellweger a shot up high near the upper chest, and that one was stopped with a goaltender.
What an entry by the Ducks. That last kick-out pass coming from Seneca. Right on the tape, about a 10-foot drop pass to Olin Zellweger, who unleashes a heavy bomb. Nice chest stop by Tristan Jarry.
And the puck winds up 2 rows back in the seats, down by the ice. Penalty box side of the rink.
Well, one of the big power play highlights was that in-tight pass on the far side. Mikael Granlund, nice little sauce, 10-footer area pass to Troy Terry, who brings it off the iron. That was pretty.
Oh, a little change of position on this face-off. To the left of Dostal. Ryan Shea will wrap it behind the net. Trying to make a play from behind the net. They do. Shea picks it up, threw it in front, and they'll track it down. Ricard Raquel mentioned his name a lot. Having some moments with the puck already in this game, almost the halfway point. Puck sent in there by Minchikov, and out of the net, Jari will knock it into the far corner. Puck thrown in front, bounce free, and the Penguins in a hurry. Move it ahead for Crosby. Close to being a whistle there, and Minchikov takes over for the Ducks and gets the puck back.
It was Ricard Raquel who tried to give that exit pass to a near side Sidney Crosby, just a tad behind number 87 as he has to reach behind him. He can't grab it, and it was a delayed offsides up to that point.
Anaheim will break out, beginning in their own end of the rink with some speed. Crisscross. Terry shoots. Glove save by Jory. Well, that's tough to do when you're flying one direction, then kind of having to move a little different spot, but still got a pretty good wrist shot away.
Yeah, he drags that puck behind him as he's crisscrossing above the top of the circles the opposite way. He's coming to the near side and unleashes a shot. Yet another glove save by Tristan Jarry. So both netminders seem to be very active with that glove side here tonight.
So a draw coming up. There's a meeting of the minds as far as the Penguins are concerned right now in front of their goaltender. Entertaining game. We're exactly 5 minutes into the second period. In a 2-2 game, so it's up for grabs at this very moment. Granlund played it off the Pittsburgh defenseman. Carlson's brought up the ice in a hurry. Penguins in tight, a shot. Oh, and it's stopped by Dostal, although the shooter really didn't have a good shot. Full shot to perhaps score a goal there.
Philip Tomasino breaking with speed. He gets the puck again.
Oh, and then it's thrown in front. And then a little brouhaha developing off to the side, but it's Dostal covering up with his catching glove.
And Philip Tomasino following up on a great rush there. He almost gets a in-tight breakaway. I don't know if you can classify it as he was almost around the goal line area. kind of ran out of room on that last play. Ducks hockey is brought to you by Brewery X, your hometown independent and craft brewery located off the 91 freeway at Kramer and Glassell, featuring over 40 different styles of beer and hard seltzer and the best New York style pizza west of the Mississippi. I can promise you that, Steve.
I agree. Yep, it's good stuff. Here's Anaheim delivering the puck. Radko Gudas, the captain, trying to move it up the ice away from Novak. Does that. Penguins hustle back with Kreider in there on the forecheck. Helping a turnover, then it's centered and just off the mark. Otherwise, a clear-cut shot.
It just proves how crucial forechecks are. How about Chris Kreider? Shot out of a cannon, finishes his hit on Letang, and that creates a loose puck, almost batted in by Leo Carlson in the net front.
Here comes Pittsburgh back. Chance to do some damage, and a nice poke check there by Gudas in the high slot area. Puck is ratcheted behind the net. Coastal moves right to left in the goal crease as Pittsburgh battles hard to keep it in play. 13:52 to go in period 2 here in Anaheim. Kreider at center ice, shooting it in after a little collision with Connor Dewar. Now at center ice, you see the puck go Wonder all the way down. This will be an icing call in this 2-2 score.
Well, when any team is icing the puck, it means you're pressuring them hard and you're giving them no time and space, cutting off lanes. That's exactly what the Anaheim Ducks did in order for Letang to ice that puck. So this Ducks team, they're skating well, moving their feet, going stick on puck. I mean, how about that? About 2-3 stick-up pucks in the row, leading to a nice clean exit for the Ducks. They're just playing so solid defensively.
Yep, entertaining game here. Good break off by the Pens, and then the Duck come back, and so far so good. Oh, there's a shot. Wasn't caught by the goaltender Jory. Then it bounced off his left pad. Goes to the point right in front of the Anaheim bench. Ducks can't hold it in. Race for the puck. Breakaway for Pittsburgh. A shot. Saved there by the Anaheim goaltender.
Well, the puck just bounced over the stick of Mason McTavish, leading to a breakaway opportunity from Connor Dewar. How about that speed on him? He does a little pump fake and he misses just wide on the far side.
Here's Pittsburgh getting possession. Matthew Dumba, the veteran defenseman, clear it out of the zone. Todd wanted a call there. Here is a move in on right wing. McTavish in front, and Cutter Gauthier never got to the puck. It was broken up by the defense. Shot! Storenko, and that one missed. Play down in the defensive area, Pittsburgh, and they'll very casually move it up to center ice, and it's tossed in deep by Dewar. 12 and a half to go in the second period. Here's Anaheim. Little confrontation in the neutral zone in front of the penalty box. Malkin had his stick knocked down. And Pittsburgh gets it again as the fans get on the Penguins who move in on right wing. I can like that.
Well, believe it or not, it's a little bit on the Penguins and some of the maybe errors they've made, but they're also getting on the officials. The officials getting in the way of some of these plays here on both sides of the rink.
Hey, could you move maybe just a couple of inches off to the right or left next
time?
Come
on, guys.
Yeah, here's Anaheim back in their own zone, and they'll get it out to the red line where Ross Johnston takes over. He lost the puck, had a couple of Penguins converging on him. Shots are 17-12 for the visitors from Pennsylvania at the moment. Here comes the Pittsburgh attack, then a drop pass and a shot by Malkin, caught by Dostal, who is sharp tonight.
And what kind of save is it? It's another glove save. And both tendies, once again, I just said it, both flashing the leather there on that glove side.
All right, let's take a timeout. You're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
The best new cars. Honda. Make the best pre-owned cars. Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. Get the best value with Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. Honda backed with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty at your helpful Honda dealers. Plus, every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new by factory-trained technicians with genuine parts. To save on certified pre-owned Hondas, search your local Honda dealer today.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested,
And hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
It's not too late to become an Orange Alliance member for the 2025-26 Anaheim Ducks season. As a member, you'll receive first dibs on the best available locations, savings off tickets, discounts on concessions and merchandise, and an exclusive OA member vest. And new this year, parking is included. Find out how to join at anaheimducks.com/Orange Alliance.
Honda Center, opening night. Good guys 2, the visitors 2. It's all tied up. 11:40 remaining in the second period. Hey, Ducks fans, all season long, Chick-fil-A and the Anaheim Ducks want to give away free chicken sandwiches when your Ducks score 5 goals at Honda Center. Simply download the Chick-fil-A app and open the reward section before 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Must have location services turned on and be inside Honda Center to receive the reward. Visit www.anaheimducks.com for details.
All right, a face-off coming up near Lukáš Dostal. Peter Mrazek is his backup tonight. The other end, Tristan Jarry, Archer Seelofs. And a pretty entertaining game. Pittsburgh came out, if you just joined us, with 2 quick ones. Anaheim rebounded to tie it up 2-2, and that's where we are near the halfway point of the contest. And Anaheim will go back behind their goaltender to move it up for Vetrano. Couldn't get the connection. Granlund tried to get it out. His loss of the puck bounced off Crosby's stick back out to the neutral zone. Here comes Sidney Crosby. Feeding it over on the left side. They'll make a play. Young defenseman Ryan Shea is there. Up on the right wing side. A pinch. They battle hard. That's Chris Letang, who, by the way, is playing with Ryan Shea, their third pair. Here comes the chance to move it from point to point. They get that done, but Anaheim will intercept, and Troy Terry will leave it for Granlund, who lost his stick, but kicked it out of trouble to center ice.
Unbelievable. He should have got a penalty called against you. Here comes Troy Terry.
Here's Terry's shot off the left arm of Tristan Jarry. I haven't seen that too often. Here is Minchikov. High slot, sets it up for Hellison. They move in, a shot, clanged off the post and a rebound. Minchikov went wide.
A nice pull and drag from Troy Terry, rings off the iron. That's 2 crossbars so far in this game from Troy Terry, and a nice follow-up opportunity as well.
Here's Killorn zipping in, drops it behind the net. Kreider, back to Hellison, he scores! On a booming shot there to the young defenseman. And Anaheim takes a 1-goal lead of 3-2.
Drew Hellison wound up for that shot. You just knew good things were about to happen. He was locked and loaded, and a blast sends it upper right corner, beating the glove of Tristan Jarry. And now the good guys go ahead in this one.
Yes, they do. Crowd comes alive after that one. Good work. Face off center ice. Pete Carroll with Emerson Edom and our crew up here in Honda Center enjoying this one. And there's not too many empty seats in the building tonight either.
I alluded to it earlier. The Ducks team, they don't get knocked off their game very easily, right? They could be down by 1, they could be down by 2, and they're just as relaxed as ever. And you know that's going to translate well to when that playoff berth comes about.
Pittsburgh 2-on-1, center it. They were in too deep to get a shot off the stick of Clifton. Back out high, it comes to Dumba. Looks to Prude or looks to pass. Gonna shoot. Fired it up high over the crossbar, and there was traffic in front of the Anaheim goal. Penguins hold it in. Seneca's over there trying to muscle it out, does. Pass ahead for McTavish. Moving in, stick handling, then knocked off the play by Dumba. And then a big hit by Ross Johnston on the far side. I think we might be getting a call here. We shall see. 9:15 to go in the second period. Looks like they might just take the break before they make the call, if indeed one's coming. 3-2 Ducks lead here in the middle part of the second period on Duckstream, powered by Tootin.
Remember when instant connection meant just one push? Hytera brings it back with modern puck radios that deliver crystal clear nationwide communication. Whether coordinating fleets or large facilities, Hytera puck radios deliver reliable communication that keeps your team talking anytime, anywhere. Stay connected, stay efficient, stay ahead with Hytera puck radios. Visit hytera.us today. That's hytera.us.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big, Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big, official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
Meet Barkley. When Barkley smells gas, he leaves fast. When Barkley hears hissing coming from a gas appliance, he leaves fast. When Barkley sees dirt or water shooting from the ground, he leaves fast. Barkley then calls 911 and Southwest Gas from a safe location.
Did that dog just grab a phone and dial 911?
Gas lines can be buried anywhere, so remember to call 911 and Southwest Gas.
We're back. 9:15 to go in the second period. 3-2, and Anaheim lead at the moment. Hope you're enjoying Ducks hockey as they celebrate the military and some of the folks that are here in attendance. Salute to those who serve the most.
Definitely warranted and deserving.
Yep, and what do you have for us there?
Well, I have the go-ahead goal scorer, Drew Helson, making this game 3-2 for the good guys. This is by Chris Kreider.
All right, contribution. They show Teemu Solani is face up in the special seats up there. And enjoying the game. Big smile on his face.
I'd say so. Oh, those seats are prime time. Wouldn't expect anything less for the legend.
Yeah, very nice. So 8:53 to go in the second period here. The Ducks have rallied from a 2-0 deficit. They go ahead 3-2. We're in the second period, latter half of it. So still a long way to go. Puck is pushed behind the net by Connor Dewar. In the Anaheim D zone, and the Ducks break out, lose the puck. Pittsburgh will hold it in, then tried to get it back to Erik Karlsson, and that one just didn't work. So the Ducks get a break and going deep into the Pittsburgh zone to try and regroup.
And that was just great skating, great work ethic by Nikita Nestorenko. Straight lines in the defensive end. He doesn't get the first crack at the clear, but he gets the second one. Job well done.
All right. Ducks Hockey and the Ducks Radio Network brought to you by UCI Health. Discover how a marsh can be healing. Get ready for a place born of the healing powers of breakthroughs and tranquility. This is where community meets innovation, where game-changing research takes place besides soul-affirming nature, all in the name of a healthier Orange County. Discover the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. Yes, we've discovered that too. Here's the puck played by Anaheim. One goal separating the two teams. Here's the youngster Lacombe trying to set it up for Vetrano. Racing in after it was Mikhail Granlund. Troy Terry on the far side in the corner. To the left of the Pittsburgh goaltender, Jari. One hand on the stick. Pittsburgh will try and get it out. Ryan Shea gets that accomplished. Out to center ice. 7:43 to go in the middle period. Steve Carroll with Emerson Edom and the crew. Out at center ice. The attack coming from Brazeau. Trying to get to the puck. Does get it back to the point. He has that happen. Here's an opportunity for Letang to try and get it towards the net. That shot blocked. Now on the other side, it's Evgeny Malkin setting it up for a teammate. And that's the defenseman Shea in deep pinching. Pittsburgh goes to try and create something there, and they just couldn't get that done. That was Justin Brazeau trying to set it up for a chance to score. 7:07 to go here in the middle period. packed house here at Honda Center, as the Ducks will watch the pen shoot it all the way down, and the whistle will stop play.
Well, you just said it. Packed house indeed, Steve. 17,622, largest crowd ever here at Honda Center. Includes standing room, of course. How about this? Be at Honda Center to cheer on your Ducks for every home game this season as an Orange Alliance season ticket member. You'll get the best seats, best savings, and best benefits all season long. Plus, new this year, parking is included. Find out how to join at ANAHEIMDucks.com/Orange Alliance.
Puck in front, backhand shot by Kreider. Just missed. Carlson was there. Zellweger, the defenseman, then Killorn. He was out near the blue line just in case. Needed some forward support back in a defensive type role in that situation. Here's the puck played by Anaheim in deep. Carlson goes after it, sets up Killorn behind the net. Forehand, backhand, playing feeds with the puck, and then out front. Zellweger's shot deflected off their goaltender. Loose in front. Kreider deflected it wide. Now up in the air. And the goaltender, I don't know if he even saw the puck, bounced off his right pad, and finally they moved to center ice. To the net. Rustin shoots. Went to shoot and lost possession of the puck.
A beauty of an effort by Brian Rust there on the far side. Well, he narrowly slid it right past the left pad of Lukas Dostal here on the near side. He just missed. Both teams going back and forth with some great grade A opportunities.
Yeah, pretty good hockey to watch. It's exciting. Here's McTavish trying to get it to Minchikov. Just failed to connect. Meanwhile, Carlson, actually, that's Cutter Gauthier, mixed it up in the slot near the blue line. He'll fire that one wide. Everybody on the attack that time. Hellison gets it to Seneca. Stick handling in, a shot! Save! Hellison makes a play. Another drive, and that one's blocked on a shot from the high slot. Big time opportunity there for Anaheim, and now Pittsburgh on a 2-on-1 break. Move it towards the net. Stop, wait for a teammate, and then shoot it wide. That shot by Tomasino.
And Tomasino had Tommy Novak all alone right here on the near side back door. He still elects to shoot it, and Ross Johnson creates some havoc on the forecheck.
Game is opened up here. Seneca takes a breather on the bench, far side. 4:51 left in the period. Period 2, and it's 3-2 for Anaheim. Back at the point, a drive by Gudas. Almost hit his teammate Ryan Poehling there, who was near the circle to the right of the Pittsburgh goal.
It's been a full court press for the Anaheim Ducks here this last 2 or 3 shifts. It really started with that Mason McTavish, Cutter Gauthier, and Beckett Seneca line. How about that inside back out? Quick shot from Seneca hitting the left pad of Jari. He's been lights out so far tonight again.
Oh, there's a big hit on Blake Lizotte behind the Anaheim goal. And then the puck is held in as Pittsburgh fires one high off the glass. Thought it was headed towards the net. Didn't make it up that high. And the Ducks are there behind their goaltender. Lacombe to clear it, but not all the way out. Still trying to muscle it out, and finally they do. Poehling will pursue it. Pittsburgh will get there first.
Good defensive zone pressure by the Anaheim Ducks. Ryan Poehling having some great efforts in orchestrating a nice straight line. Here come the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Connor Clifton with a shot. That one wide. Played by Malkin. Trying to center it. Does. Shot blocked. That one by Granlund. Pittsburgh battles to get it again. A fierce battle there in the high slot. Anaheim will roll it ahead. Here's Vetrano in front of the net for Zellweger. Throw it back, but no one was there, and the Ducks have to hustle back to retrieve it.
Interestingly enough, missed shots so far in this game. 14 for Anaheim, 8 for Pittsburgh, but that just goes to show that the Anaheim Ducks, they're shooting to score. I always use this expression. I'll say it after the Duck.
Here's a shot. Oh, and they score. Pittsburgh gets one here. On a deflection, that was near the circle to the left of the goal. And getting credit will be Anthony Mantha, the second line left winger. And that has tied up the hockey game at 3-3.
That was a little bit of a knuckler, that shot from Mantha going over Lukas Dostal. It was all started by Sidney Crosby on the entry. And yep, it was Jacob Trouba who was trying to block that shot. Well, he blocks it a little bit, but not enough. It bounces right over his broken twig. Over, of course, Lukas Dostal and in behind him. It's all tied up.
Oh, wow. As we wait for the linesman to come back, what do you have for us?
I was just going back to my original point on the missed shots, and rather see guys miss the net trying to pick a corner rather than play it safe and put it in the netminder's chest. That's what I was alluding to a little bit before that goal there. So Anaheim doing just that. So once again, you see that missed shot category. It's not always doom and gloom.
All righty. Here we go. And we're going to get another replay, another look at that, as they claim there could have been an offside during that sequence. 2:59 to go. 3-3 game. Got a little bit of everything here, and they're down by the scores area to officials. We'll see what they come up with here. Up here, they're taking a real close look at it. Let's see if we can see something on here. Yeah, his skate is up on the other side of the puck carrier. And they still haven't made a decision.
So that was inconclusive in my mind, because it just seems as if both the puck and the skate blade.
Yep.
The puck on the far end, and then the play in question, the near side skate blade here. It almost just seems like the puck and the skate have the same amount of white there between the blue and the puck, and it's just so close.
Yeah, you might have to look at that 100 times before you get it right. I'm not sure, but the skate looks like it's across the line, but is any part of it touching the blue line? And that's what we're waiting for.
And just to be clear, both of the snapshots on the replay we've seen, that puck and the skate, it just seems like they had crossed the blue at exactly the right time, and it's got to be clear as day for the officials to call this back. So it's just got to be conclusive, and at least anything we're seeing right now, it's been inconclusive, but it looks like the headsets are off and they've made their decision.
We'll go down for a call here. That's as close as I've seen one in a long, long time right there.
No, yeah, I have. Typically they're a little bit more conclusive. Let's take a listen to the call.
Here it comes.
After reviewing the play, the call on the ice stands. We have a goal.
That's interesting. So, the fans don't like it.
And because Anaheim lost their challenge, right, they're going to have to put someone, we'll see who the coaching staff selects to go into the sin bin, but they're going to find themselves in the penalty box. That's just one of those unfortunate calls, and they're still trying to figure out who they're going to select. Is it going to be Fadrano? Yeah, I think it's going to be Vetrano there. Yep, that's Vetrano skating to the penalty box.
All righty. I don't know if you can get any closer to that, can you? On a puck in a line situation there. All right. Penalty kill presented by Holy Guacamole, America's #1 selling guacamole and avocado dip. And here comes Anaheim breaking in. Carlson with it on the half wall near side. Goes to play it, tried to get it. A teammate there in the slot, Killorn. And Killorn won't get the pass. He'll go off on a quick change. And Erik Karlsson, the veteran defenseman, drops it back. 2.5 to go in the second period in a 3-3 game. Pretty entertaining hockey game to this point. Here is a chance to make a play down near the goal line. That's Malkin. That was blocked. Gets it back. Moves towards the middle of the ice and tries to make a play down in the corner. It comes right back to Malkin. Will he shoot? Winds up. Doesn't let it go. Still with it in the middle slot area. Now he shoots. That's blocked. Pittsburgh gets it again. His buddy Sidney Crosby's there. Back out Malkin to Crosby. You know they'd like to shoot. Puck moved in front. Shot attempt. It's loose in front. And the Ducks will clear it behind the net. Oh, my. That's another very close call like the previous play.
Unbelievable. Brian Russ was at the net front. Raquel had an opportunity to slam it home. A shared effort between Lukas Dostal with a big-time save. How about Mason McTavish in a diving effort, and Radko Gudas knocking that puck behind the goal line with his skate, negating that opportunity. Great defensive plays.
Here's Pittsburgh circling back. It's a 20-15 shot advantage for the Pens. And 1:14 to go in period 2 in a tie game. You just have the sense the way it's gone. It'll go right down to the wire tonight. Here's a shot attempt. Just saved by Dostal there, and I tell you, he was screened. There was some traffic in front, and the third-line center, Ben Kindell, was there to shoot, but he was stopped.
Good job by the Ducks. Penalty kill. Just fighting till the very end of this penalty kill, and Frank Vetrano thought he was going to get out, but the play is stopped. 4 seconds remaining. The Pittsburgh Penguins' last goal, scored by Anthony Manthis, is by Sidney Crosby, so he's got a couple assists so far tonight, and Brian Russ.
Face off to the left. Dostal. Quick shot attempt. It's blocked. It changed directions off a skate. And that was mighty close there. Both teams have come close to getting a little extra offense going here. So, we'll have a little break. 57.4 to go here in the second period. And we take a quick timeout as you're listening to Duckstream, powered by Tuna.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
It's not too late to become an Orange Alliance member for the 2025-26 Anaheim Ducks season. As a member, you'll receive first dibs on the best available locations, savings off tickets, discounts on concessions and merchandise, an exclusive OA member vest, and new this year, parking is included. Find out how to join at AnaheimDucks.com/Orange Alliance.
We're back at Honda Center in the second period. Still a tie game, 3-3 between the Ducks and Penguins. That last goal from Anaheim coming from defenseman Drew Hellison, his first of the season. And if you remember earlier this year, back on July 18th, he signed a 2-year contract with the Ducks, staying here in Anaheim and staying with his good friend Jackson Lacombe in the blue line. And talking a little bit more about Drew Hellison, last year he did end the year ranked second in points and assists for NHL rookie defenseman, so not surprising to see him already contributing on that end. And tonight he's also a +2 guys, which is pretty much picking up where he left off on that end last year.
Good stuff, AD. A little fun fact for off the ice, the two are living together, so great to see. Yeah, why not share their knowledge for the game, right?
Yep.
So they're both students of this game. Good stuff.
Yeah. Well, good hockey game, too. It's been pretty entertaining. A 3-3 tie, and we still got a whole full period to go after this 53 seconds runs off the board. Anaheim will shoot it in. Shot in by Mikhail Granlund, pursued by Cutter Gauthier. Then a pitch by Minchikov. Puck left for Seneca. Now they move in. A shot up high off the shoulder of the Pittsburgh goaltender, Jari.
Great aggressive play there on the far side. Drew Hellison, who we're just speaking about. I tell you what, he continues to be so aggressive there on that weak side, coming down and getting a quality shot off.
All right, Pittsburgh going after it near the Anaheim players' bench. Time ticking down in the period. 15 seconds left to go. Up the right wing side, their goaltender Jari is there in front. He had to be alert to come up with that quick movement in order to pounce on a loose puck.
Some, once again, aggressive plays from all 5 skaters for the Anaheim Ducks. Going back to Jackson Lacombe and Drew Hellison living together. I wonder who cooks most of the time. We'll have to find that out.
That's a good question. Who would you guess?
Yeah, both of them equally. They're both stand-up individuals. I'd say it's split 50-50. That's
well,
my
you
guess.
know what? One might go out just to get some fast food. The other one might cook at home.
Yeah,
save
maybe
money.
Maybe one's the driver. One gets the food, cooks it. Nice.
All right, puck set down the ice. Time expires. And you know what? This has been a pretty entertaining game for the first home game for the Ducks this season. We're tied at 3 apiece through the first 2.
Well, both teams doing a similar job with similar game plans, right? They're just trying to go low to high, throw it out the net, get traffic there, and slam a lot of the goals that we've been seeing home. So, look, you look at Drew Hellison and that shot, it's just a simple high-low, get it through shot, see what happens. Both teams finding success similarly.
All right, we're going to take our break. We have a very, very special guest coming in to join us for half the intermission. When we do come back, it'll be 3-3, but hope you fans stay tuned. This is a nice visit coming up. Back after this on Duckstream, powered by Tuning.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang, that one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big, Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big, official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
This is the second intermission report on Duckstream, the official 24/7 audio network of the Anaheim Ducks.
Well, the Anaheim Ducks continuing the tradition of creating a spot on their opening night roster for the 21st Duck. To honor a fan who embodies characteristics such as great perseverance, character, courage, inspiration, or a fan who is making significant contributions to our community, Ducks organization extremely proud to name Daniel Duck Jacobs, who is right next to me up here in the booth at the moment, as our 21st Duck for this season. welcome to the booth.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure to have you up here. If I'm right, my memory serves me right, my eyesight, I saw you play a little bit of hockey the other day over at Great Park Ice. Was that fun?
Oh, it was. To be out on the ice, shared ice time with the bigs, the pros. It was fun.
You know, I'm just going to read this one line, and then we'll get into it a little bit. But if you don't know about him, he's a decorated U.S. Navy veteran, an author, an elite, adaptive athlete whose journey embodies resilience, courage, and service. And can you kind of give us a sense of your story and what brings you here right now under what you've been going through all these years?
Well, I got hit by a roadside bomb overseas, and I was fighting. I ran back to Al-Qaeda cells in Ramadi while training Iraqi army, and I was 5 days away from being done over there, coming home, and doing that recovery and knowing my guys were going back gave me a lot of motivation to get back to duty. I did, and I never made it back to the front lines with my guys, but it still didn't stop there. I wanted to continue to do more and be a better person for the community, not just the military, but veteran and just communities that I was involved in.
Yeah, I read where you were awarded the Bronze Star with Valor and the Purple Heart for heroism in combat, and you deserve it, believe me, on the story that I've heard and everything that you have been here. And you know, I just read you this and then let Daniel talk a little bit more about it. But the achievements here, you could write a quarter of a book, it looks like, here on everything that you've been through. Became the first amputee in naval history to return to a deployable infantry unit. Retired from the Navy in 2012. You turned your focus to advocacy, athletics, and storytelling. The other thing that's amazing to me is these athletic achievements. How do you do that, and what are just some of the things that you've been involved? Because I got the list here, but I want you to talk about it.
Yeah, so I've been a San Diego Ducks sled hockey player for 6 years now. I love doing that. And we embody the same family that the Anaheim Ducks bring to the table as well. But I played Paralympic volleyball. I was in their development camp for a couple of years, and then transitioned over into what I do now, Paralympic bobsledding. So I'm Team USA. I'm the alternate this year, but going into my second season, and I run half marathons, and just I don't know, just want to get out there and inspire others, and mostly my kids, though, to show them that when life knocks you down, you get back up and you just don't quit.
It's just tough to do at the time it happens, though, right? But all I've heard about you are just terrific things in that you've done a heck of a job. Now, I didn't realize you're a fan of the San Diego Hockey Club down there, too, or you played sled hockey team. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, playing on the sled hockey team's fun. We travel around the country playing tournaments, and we have players that are on Team USA, and then we have a development team as well that I'm a co-captain for. And so, just any new teammates coming in that are overcoming any sort of disability injuries, or just want to try it out, just bring them in under our wings and just go with it. So that's incredible.
Okay, so I know this for a fact. You have some support for goaltender Lukas Stostal. It's been unwavering. Tell us about how that relationship started and it continues now.
Oh, yeah. When he came in through the San Diego Goals, we love our goalies down there with the goals. The Anaheim Ducks, you guys do a great job of recruiting and bringing in goalies, and your goalie coach down there, Jeff Glass, is amazing. But yeah, Dostal he's a great guy, and just hopefully become lifelong friends with him. He just seems like a great, outstanding person, and that's someone you want in your corner.
Yeah, he is. He's a great young kid, too. I like to have him as a son, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you about the beyond sports aspect of what's going on. You continue to serve, participating in battlefield recovery missions as a team medic, team leader, and there's other titles that you have. What's that experience been like?
It's been incredible. After I didn't make it with Major League Baseball, I finished out my degree and got into doing that, and I've just been inspired by a lot of the big brains that I work with. And last year in 2024, I finished out my master's in forensic science, and now I'm starting my own company, and I want to employ veterans, first responders, their families, and give them a purpose again.
There we go. And seen where we've also had, written legislative resolutions pushing for change throughout the VA and military, huh? How's that going?
It's a little bit of a hang-up, but mostly just because of the it's tough to make change, especially in the VA. I'm not knocking the VA, but they're doing great with the healthcare side. But what I want to change is the veteran benefits side, but an organization that big, it needs congressional approval, and so just trying to get backing with that is a little difficult. So especially because I wrote it in the bills that anyone involved gets no money out of it. So
Well, you know what? Good things will happen with all that coming up. I have to ask you this before I let you go. What do you think of our hockey club right now? I think we have a chance to do some things maybe postseason this year.
I really do. Met Coach Q yesterday, and Coach Q seems like a really straightforward, great coach, and it seems like the players are responding to him really well. And I really got a good feel with the team, and they're young, they're hungry, they want this, and I'm here to help out however I can. So
I agree with you too. I think maybe change was needed in that area, and I know the players have a lot of respect for the coaching staff. So do I. And I'll tell you another thing too. We all have respect for you too, and everything that you've done and been through, and we appreciate it. Hopefully, we can win a lot of hockey games too to make you smile and make us smile up here a little bit more too.
Well, I'll be listening in when I'm on the road and cheering you on, and when I'm not on the road, I'll be here.
Well, great. Hey, we appreciate you coming up here. Take care of yourself, and I'm sure we'll see you down the line.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, bud.
Yep.
You take care.
Thank you.
And thanks again.
Yep.
All righty. Daniel Doc Jacobs spending some time with us right up here, and what a story he has, and well-deserved all the honors and things like that. We're going to take a quick time out, come back with more of our intermission in just a moment. You're listening to Duck Stream, powered by TuneIn.
Helping people of SoCal isn't just what we do, it's who we are at your SoCal Honda dealers. Look for our team of helpful guys and gals in blue all year long, helping by providing free gas, bringing meals to seniors, supporting teachers and veterans, handing out ice cream, and so much more. And that's not all. Every Honda dealership has sales teams ready to help you find your perfect Honda with a great deal. Search your local Honda dealer today.
Face Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I'm scared of you guys.
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face Off Inside the NHL. Watch now only on Prime Video.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Anaheim Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Ducks.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Invite all your favorite people to the next Ducks home game at Honda Center. Host your guests in a private suite, and the memories you'll create with them will last a lifetime. Amenities include comfortable space for anywhere from 15 to as many as 40 friends, a hefty food and beverage credit, access to all the amenities at the club level, reserved parking, and much more. For inquiries, visit hondacenter.com/rental suites.
We have third period puck drop coming your way momentarily, but first, Tonight's out-of-town scoreboard is presented by Hytera US Inc., the most advanced and reliable puck radio with nationwide coverage. Let's get right to it. Carolina Hurricanes 5, San Jose Sharks 1. 3:06 remaining in the third, and that's being played in San Jose, so tough break for them. Seattle Kraken 4, Montreal Canadiens 5 is your final out of Montreal, and that was in OT. How about the Nashville Predators 4, Toronto Maple Leafs 7 is your final out of Toronto. Edmonton Oilers 2, New York Rangers 0 is your final out of Madison Square Garden. Tampa Bay Lightning 2, Washington Capitals 3 is your final in overtime out of Washington, D.C. The Vegas Golden Knights, they beat the Calgary Flames by a score of 4-2, and that was your final score out of Calgary. Last but not least, Minnesota Wild 2, Dallas Stars 5 is your final out of Dallas. Couple bright spots so far in this hockey game here at Honda Center for the good guys. Radko Gudas, 4 hits, 3 block shots. Troy Terry, 4 shots on goal. Chris Kreider, 3 shots on goal. Couple guys dynamite in the faceoff circle. 9-2, good for 82% win percentage is Mason McTavish, and 71% win percentage is Mikhail Granlund. On the other side, Connor Clifton, well, he's got 5 hits with 3 shots on goal is Evgeny Malkin. So a lot of guys for both squads getting it done. That's why we have the score we do. It's all tied up, 3 apiece. Third period puck drop coming your way after this commercial break. Thanks for listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Remember when instant connection meant just one push? Hytera brings it back with modern puck radios that deliver crystal clear nationwide communication. Whether coordinating fleets or large facilities, Hytera puck radios deliver reliable communication that keeps your team talking anytime, anywhere. Stay connected, stay efficient, stay ahead with Hytera puck radios. Visit hytera.us today. That's hytera.us.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Ducks single game tickets are on sale now. Check out the new lineup of cool giveaways, theme nights, and ticket packages for the 2025-26 season presented by UCI Health. Giveaways include a Wild Wing mask, wearable blanket, Nutcracker, boy band tee, and so much more. See the complete list at AnaheimDucks.com/promotions.
Welcome back. Honda Center, Anaheim, California. Pretty entertaining hockey game, to be quite honest about. Whenever you have a 3-3 tie after 2 periods, that means it's close, and we should see some pretty good hockey on both sides. Anaheim Ducks and the Pittsburgh Penguins. And we can just tell you real quick, UCI Health, big sponsor of the Ducks Radio Network. Discover how Marsh can be healing. Get ready for a place born of the healing powers of breakthroughs and tranquility. This is where community beats innovation, where game-changing research takes place beside soul-affirming nature. all in the name of a healthier Orange County. Discover the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital, and let's see if we can discover some goals and get a win here on the opening night at home this year. All right. I'll tell you what, this crowd has been superb here. It's loud, and this is only game 1 of the regular season. Can't wait for the other ones.
Largest crowd ever here at Honda Center.
That's saying something right there, and maybe that's a positive development here. The crowd support, it's been great for years and years, but something a little special in the air tonight here. Good things are going to happen. Just had a chance to visit with Tamo. I know he's been around up here, and he has the same feeling. Good things are going to happen for this hockey club, and that means a lot of wins. Let's hope so. All right, Sidney Crosby. He's been around teams that have won a lot of games. Here's the play in the Pittsburgh defensive zone as we get this third period underway. It's a close one. Tied at 3, 24-16 shot advantage for Pittsburgh. I'm sure the Ducks would like to change that around a little bit. Out at center, here's Killorn stealing it. Check from behind, and a good defensive play there by Anthony Mantha. Down it goes. Mantha gets it back, shoots, center right pad kick out there by Dostal.
Yeah, Mantha's been effective all game long. Of course, he's had stops in Detroit. He's had stops in Washington, but he might have found his true home here in Pittsburgh, at least so far in this game. Very electric.
Here comes Anaheim breaking through center ice. Killorn shoots it off a skate there, the young defenseman Ryan Shea. Battle for the puck. 3 Anaheim players converge down in the corner near the goal line. To the left of their netminder, Tristan Jarry. Puck comes out high. Chance to shoot. Can they get it through? Hellison tries, and it bounced off a skate, went wide. Behind the net, here is Mikael Granlund. You're going to hear his name a lot throughout the season. Probably scoring points. Here's the puck put in front of the net. Troy Terry with it, out in front, a shot. Net deflects up and out of play.
Well, so far, so good here for the Anaheim Ducks. All skaters, at least so far, playing with confidence. Frank Vetrano doing some great things on that last shift from the outside perimeter, just getting on the net. Mikael Granlund winning puck battles, a series of cutbacks under duress still. As he's stick handling through a phone booth, making plays happen. Good to see.
Face off to the right of the Pittsburgh goal. Enjoyable evening here in Southern California. You got pretty entertaining hockey game. You got great fan support. There's an icing call against Pittsburgh, and I think we all enjoyed Alexis, yourself, Emerson, and Steve Harrell here. All the pregame stuff with the fans outside. They did a good job, and I think everybody just kind of revved up and ready for this first home game this season.
Yeah, I said it in the pregame show. That orange carpet, it got me going.
Oh, yeah. It was fun. There's a shot high off the glass. Puck is dislodged along the left wing side. Anaheim is there. And a chance maybe to do some damage offensively. They hold the puck in. Trouba wrapped it in off a skate, picked up by the Pens, losing it to Ross Johnston. Tried to make a play. Nestorenko's out there, and then Paling, and a shot from way out. Just inside the blue line is gloved by Jarry.
Great body language shown by Ross Johnson, Ryan Paling, Nikita Nestorenko. After that shot was released by Jacob Trouba, those 3 guys tracking hard to the net, and exactly one of the reasons why the Ducks leading in face-off win percentage, 56.1% for them, 42.9% for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Are also leading in hits, leading in multiple categories. Special teams are doing great, so a lot of things going well for the Ducks.
Tie game. Next goal certainly going to be a huge one in this contest. Pittsburgh goes after the puck. They have 5 on the ice. Anaheim with 5 on the ice, playing the Pittsburgh D zone, and it's cleared down the ice as Anaheim's Drew Hellison will scoot in after it. Collided with Connor Dewar. And Pittsburgh trying to farm an attack side of the net of Dostal, and it's finally maneuvered up in front of the net by Mason McTavish.
And some great hands there by Mason McTavish. Everyone thought he was going up the ice with the puck. He goes on his backhand and totally turns Blake Lizotte inside out before carrying on with the play.
Here comes Pittsburgh.
They move in, then a drop pass for Dewar. That one whistle wide, that shot. Ducks back, 2-on-3, drop pass Killorn. Out in front, just laid it off, and there's going to be a high stick call against the Pittsburgh Penguins. That was a quick short pass, and not much that could be done about keeping that stick low because it happened so hurriedly. Let's get the call from the referee right from him.
Pittsburgh penalty, 65, 2 minutes, high sticking.
All right, big chance for Anaheim here.
And Ducks doing just a great job taking ownership of that puck, playing high risk, high reward hockey, as we saw Jackson Lacombe try to burst through two players, one of them being Connor Dewar there, and getting a stick to the face from another Pens player.
So a draw coming up near Jari. Phil Hewlett getting them fired up from the PA booth. Ducks on a JMG power play. Here's puck moved in front of the net, and they had that area covered in front of the goaltender Jari, and they just throw the puck down the ice.
Yeah, Jackson Lacombe to far flank Leo Carlson. Shot doesn't get through, trickled out in the neutral zone.
Here comes Anaheim breaking in. Troy Terry drops it off on the side for Kreider. Kreider gets it back again. It winds up on the right wing wall. Pressure there by the Penguins near that blue line. But Kyle Granlund stick handles, gets free, high slot, hands it off to Leo Carlson. Moves it out high. Comes back to Granlund. Circle to the left of the Pittsburgh goal. Sets up Carlson. Lacombe, then a shot in front. Oh, and it was redirected. And I don't think it crossed the goal line. Off the stick of the Anaheim player, right in front. Puck played again. That was Granlund, by the way. Here's a little backhand shot through the crease. Battle for it, and the puck shot just wide.
That was Granlund again. The first initial opportunity. Two whacks at it on the near side. One hitting the post, and then he gets another opportunity on the far side.
Yeah, Pittsburgh still a man short here with 42 seconds remaining in the minor. Big opportunity here for the Ducks to go up by one again. Oh, and they tried to make a setup play for Terry. That just failed to connect. Kreider there making a battle work, and now Lacombe has it one more time. Dishing off. A shot by Terry deflects out of play.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was going to go back up top to Jackson Lacombe. He opts to shoot it, and it gets deflected off of the stick of Ricard Raquel into the upper netting. You just got to love the urgency, right? Whether it's the urgency here on the near side post, Mikael Granlund with two opportunities, two whacks at it. He gets another one, as I mentioned, on the far side, but he had all skaters for the Ducks outmanning the penalty kill for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and that's great news.
Well, a draw coming up to the right of the Pittsburgh goal. Close-up look up on the Jumbotron here at Honda Center of Beckett Seneca. You know, it's always nice to have a story like that, a guy that hasn't spent any time at this level and doing what he's done, and I think becoming a fan favorite, even though the season's not that old. And that'll be fun to watch and follow. Here comes Seneca. Speaking of him, lost the puck trying to go in by himself, and then the Pittsburgh D there was going to stop him.
Well, if this is, and it's, I'm sure, many's first time seeing Beckett Seneca live here, being the first home game of the season, but they're quickly figuring out, boy, can he play.
Yeah, there's Cutter Gauthier, who's been playing with him on one side. Little backhand shot off the glass. Here comes the attack by Pittsburgh now, trying to get the go-ahead goal for them. Puck thrown in front of the net and knocked away by the goaltender. Dosto was cleaned over, got a good look at it. And here's Zellweger turning back behind his own net. Pass up ahead for Cutter Gauthier, just redirected his stick so the puck could hit it, move it ahead. Here's Beckett Seneca. Maybe he has a goal in him before the night is over with. We shall see. Puck pushed free by Jari, their goaltender. And the Penguins break out to center ice. 2-on-3. Puck knocked away by Nestorenko that time. 25-18, shots favoring Pittsburgh. Ducks get the puck, speed back in. Trouba has it, and a shot. That's knocked down. A shot from the high slot along the ice. Anaheim breaks back to make a play. The youngster Minchikov Paling there to help out. And big collision there on the right wing side. Trouba involved in that. Now Ross Johnston breaks it free and goes rink wide. Ducks will make a change there, especially on the blue line. Two new D-men out there. Ross Johnston went off. Paling follows him. And Anaheim goes back to play the puck.
Well, this game's been absolutely jam-packed with so much action. A guy that we might have not have commended enough is Jacob Trouba with the amount of time he's been laying the bond. How about that play by Troy Terry?
Oh, boy. Nice little setup there. Still, no scoring from that 3-3 score. We finish at the end of the second period. Entertaining hockey game. Puck at the point in the Anaheim defensive zone. Penguins work it back to the point. Fire a pass from one side of the rink to the other. Now it comes to the veteran Erik Karlsson. A shot that hit his teammate Brian Rust. Held in by Crosby. They have some big names out there on this particular shift for Pittsburgh. 12:15 to go in period 3. And 3's the number at the moment. The game's tied 3-3. Puck fired one side of the net to the other. Now back to Ricard Raquel, the former Duck. Flip to center right. A lot of passing going on. Here's Karlsson. I thought he was passing to himself there for a moment. Russ got it. Other side of the rink. Raquel plays it now. A lot of movement. Not too many shots here in the last 30 seconds or so. Karlsson trying to get one. Lost it. Puck moved in front. Rink wide. A shot coming. Saved by Dostal. And I have to tell you, he's going to be weary from just moving his head. Right to left, left to right, in front of the net and behind the net. Wow. Entertaining game. Don't you go anywhere. It's a 3-3 game at Honda Center, and you're listening to it on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Feel the electricity of the 2025 Honda Prologue at your helpful Honda dealer. Power. Get power with quick acceleration from Prologue's electric powertrain motor. Feel the performance with smooth and responsive driving. See the style with a sleek look and spacious interior. Prologues are in stock now with a network of helpful Honda dealerships available for service. The power. To see Prologue's powerful electric performance, search your local Honda dealer today.
Since 1894, Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water has been there for you, with naturally occurring electrolytes for a crisp taste, sourced from springs in and west of the Rockies, refreshing our everyday moments, and now, proudly hydrating the Anaheim Ducks. Arrowhead Mountain Spring Water. Nothing else.
Remember when instant connection meant just one push? Hytera brings it back with modern puck radios that deliver crystal clear nationwide communication. Whether coordinating fleets or large facilities, Hytera puck radios deliver reliable communication that keeps your team talking anytime, anywhere. Stay connected, stay efficient, stay ahead with Hytera puck radios. Visit hytera.us today. That's hytera.us.
Become an Orange Alliance member today. You'll get the best seats, best savings, and best benefits all season long. Plus, new this year, parking is included. Find out more at AnaheimDucks.com/Orange Alliance.
We're back here at Honda Center. 3-3 is your score. 11:42 remaining in the third period. Face-off set to be taken to the left of Lukáš Dostal.
All right. I'll tell you, this crowd's been magnificent tonight, too, making a lot of noise. You might be able to hear that in the background. Here's Pittsburgh going up the right wing side, and they're in a hurry to do some more damage. Brazeau drops it back, and then the Pens turn it over at the Anaheim blue line. 11:20 left third period. Still a lot of time, and we've been stuck on 3-3 for a little while. At the moment here, we have a whistle and a stoppage of play, and we'll do another face-off. So we're going to head down in front of Lukáš Dostal. And boy, has he been a joy to watch. And not only here, we're still early in the regular season, but just watching his development as a goaltender since he joined this team. And such a nice kid, too. You kind of pull for him.
Yeah, I didn't see a ton of shots there in preseason.
Nope.
Right? And look, this is, without a doubt, been his best showing yet.
Yep. Now we got to get him a win here. First home game for Anaheim in the regular season. We see Kreider out there along with Erik Karlsson. And joined by another veteran, Alex Killorn. Halfway through, almost near that point in the third period. And the action's not let up too. Both these teams playing hard, skating fast. Cutter Gauthier behind the net, stick handling, forehand, backhand, forehand. Then a shot from the blue line is blocked out high by Pittsburgh. Anaheim trying to go after the puck. They're deep in the Pittsburgh zone, trying to gather some more points. And Seneca set it up there for Gudas, who blasted a slap shot wide. And then finally, Pittsburgh will get to it, and it's flipped out by the former Duck, Ricard Raquel. Sent in by Pittsburgh in the midst of a playing change. Anaheim will drive in to the right of the goal, and Paling takes a hit there. Took a hit from Clifton. Down the puck maneuvered up the center ice. Back and forth. Pretty much a game of action here. It hasn't let up at all. It's fast and furious.
Yeah, it was so back and forth. They didn't make a note on Beckett Seneca in that great play. Coming up the near side half wall, couple stick handles. He's got his head up the whole time. Nice little 5-foot sauce pass before a Radko Gudas blast. He has patience and poise beyond his years.
Here's a battle for the puck at the blue line in the Pittsburgh end. Ross Johnston doing that. Him and Nestorenko will go off for a breather. And Pittsburgh will regroup in their own end of the rink. 9:25 to go, third period. We'll keep you posted on the time. And you know we're tied 3-3. Have been with us. The puck is knocked down after it was thrown into the air on the Pittsburgh side of center ice.
Some of the team stats: 53.2% face-off win percentage for the good guys, 46.8% win percentage for the Pittsburgh Penguins. More stats coming your way after this. Looks like a break, right?
Yeah, on Duckstream, your favorite. It's powered by TuneIn.
Face Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I'm scared of you guys.
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face Off Inside the NHL. Watch now only on Prime Video.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Anaheim Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Ducks.
Ducks single game tickets are on sale now. Check out the new lineup of cool giveaways, theme nights, and ticket packages for the 2025-26 season presented by UCI Health. Giveaways include a Wild Wing mask, wearable blanket, Nutquacker, boy band tee, and much more. See the complete list at AnaheimDucks.com/promotions.
Quick reminder, tonight's broadcast property of the Anaheim Ducks Hockey Club. Any rebroadcast of tonight's game, either whole or in part, without the express written consent of the Anaheim Ducks and the National Hockey League, is strictly prohibited. All right. Face-off center ice, just past the halfway point of the third period. Where's this one headed for? Kind of tough to figure it out because it's been an evenly played game when you think about it. On the scoreboard, indeed, 3-3. Back and forth. There's a shot by Hellison. Save there by Jari, and a breakaway feed up the ice. Pittsburgh going after it, and they knock down Tommy Novak to the Ducks. Keep that from a scoring threat. And now Anaheim will deliver it up to center ice. Fed ahead, and the Penguins will hustle back to get possession.
Some great defensive plays shown by the Anaheim Ducks, and to finish it off, it's Mikael Granlund who broke up a broken 2-on-1 back by sliding right through the puck here.
Here comes Anaheim breaking in. Karlsson shoots, and that one hit the defenseman. Karlsson bounced wide. Back of the point, here's Trouba trying to create something, rolls the puck behind the net near the goal line. And Pittsburgh is over there trying to steal the puck, and they get it too. Chris Letang, and now all the way up to center. Ducks have it there, and puck is maneuvered back into the Pittsburgh zone. Held on to this time. They try and hold on to the puck and get a close-in shot. That's Kreider on a feed from Killorn. Erik Karlsson was taken out. And down the ice goes the Biscuit with 7:52 to go in the third period.
A job well done by the Anaheim Ducks first line. Carlson, Terry, Kreider, just creating all-out mayhem, skating well, going stick on puck, going into the fire. Nothing came of it, but that's the key. If nothing comes of it, at least you're moving your feet and you're creating momentum for the next line that's about to come out.
All right, another face-off upcoming here. Nice crowd here, no question about that. On opening night, you could just tell that everybody was pretty pumped watching the crowd come into the building, and it's been a fun game so far. It'll be more enjoyable if fans go home with a smile if the Ducks can get a couple of points here against Pittsburgh. And here comes the attack by them through the neutral zone. Fed ahead on right wing, and that's Rickard Rakell. Back out high, they move towards it and shoot. And that one's blocked. Didn't hit off the glass, bounced on that board. Picked up by Brian Rust. Out to the point, sends the puck. Rust in a fight for the puck with Cutter Gauthier, who tried to set it up for McTavish and lost the race to Matthew Dumba. Long-time defenseman in this league. Then Brian Rust is from Pontiac, Michigan. Will shoot it in deep.
Yeah, Brian Rust, former teammate of mine at the National Development Program, actually. So good to see how far he's come, winning a couple of cups there. Some great success throughout his career. So, yeah, pretty lucky to say he was once a teammate of mine at the program.
And this is game 640 for him, which shows he's been around a while.
And for all the young, aspiring youth players out there, he wasn't the best on that program team. Far from the best. Fourth-line player, worked his way up to the National Hockey League level, earned his stripes. Look at him go now.
And that's when you gain even more respect for these hockey players, because a lot of folks do it. Yeah, it takes time to get to the top of your job. And such a hard game to play as a fan just looking on, although I had trouble on roller skates. So what am I talking about? Here comes Pittsburgh to center ice, and it's dropped in on left wing, and a shot towards the net by the youngster Ryan Shea is stopped by Lukasz Dosto, still a youngster, and I want to tell you we're glad to have him. He's made some terrific saves tonight, and you know what he's done for this hockey club in the last year or so.
Well, this is a big opportunity for the Anaheim Ducks to play some puck possession time in the offensive end, make sure they're moving their feet, which they are. Now they got to come up with some of these quality opportunities. They got to get to the trigger area and start shooting some pucks.
Here comes Anaheim, and boy, they scoot to center in a hurry right from winning that draw. And first on it, Troy Terry, followed by teammate puck is set behind the net. And battle for there, still loose. Toronto there trying to get something going. Referee gets out of the way, and Pittsburgh will have a chance to maybe clear it, and they do. Ryan Shea goes behind the net, and the puck is tossed in the air to center, but knocked down by the Penguins, who look to maybe take a lead here this time down the ice. You just got that sense they're in a hurry to do something like that. Puck is thrown in front. Shot coming. Oh, glove save by Dosto. I'll tell you, that shot and the puck off the blade of the stick got there in a jiffy. And Dosto had his glove ready and holds on to it.
Connor Clifton with a nice pull and drag, gets the shot through. Big time glove stop.
5:15 to go, third period. Don't you go anywhere. The Ducks and Pens are tied 3-3 here in Anaheim on Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. powered by UC Irvine.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
We're back at Honda Center in the third period, still a tie game, and that brings the question, Emerson, as we get down to the wire here, what are you hoping to see from the Ducks as they make a final push?
Yeah, look, I think the game's wide open, all tied up 3-3. I don't think the Pittsburgh Penguins are playing to maybe the ceiling that we saw earlier in the game. They were making some quick passes, a lot quicker low to high passes and getting shots through. So things have simmered down for the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's up for the Anaheim Ducks now to play with confidence and start looking for more dot lane, trigger area passes. Top of the circle, strong side. You can get some Frank Vetrano shots. Cutter Gauthier is a big shooter from those areas. Get more shots. Plain and simple.
There was no penalty assessed. There's Lacoma drive. That's knocked down by the Penguin defense. 4.5 to go, third period in a tie game in Anaheim. Puck thrown, wide open. Crosby in front of the net, wide open side, and they missed. Another shot. That's blocked. Ducks get by that threat. Anaheim back, trying to make a play in front of the net, and they back check, and Connor Clifton hustled to break that up. Down the other way. Here comes Pittsburgh's move, but Anaheim's defense is there to make the play out of the zone. Shot out by Gudis. Center ice. Now you just know this one's going right down to the wire. I almost think that maybe somebody's going to get a goal here. Hopefully it's Anaheim before any kind of overtime or extra session. We'll see. To play the puck, no one does, as that one comes from the Anaheim goal line all the way down. And Pittsburgh is there in a hurry to do some damage. Puck moved ahead to the former Duck, Ricard Raquel. Turned it over. Out at center ice in front of the penalty box. Nestorenko couldn't get possession. Pittsburgh moves in. Trying to make a play from the near board as we look on. It bounced off the skate. And the Penguins start from scratch again.
Yeah, Blake Lizotte here on the near side tried to do a little delay and hit the second wave there on the weak side. Great job by Nikita Nestorenko being in his face and having that puck trickle out in the neutral zone.
Well, I'll tell you, Ross Johnson just laid a heavy hit on the young defenseman Ryan Shea in the neutral zone. 3 minutes to go. Third period, hang on. Shot towards the net. That's knocked down with a glove hand and batted all the way down the ice. Terry just can't get there.
By any means necessary, Drew Helleson.
Here comes the Penguin attack. A little feed in front of the net by Hollander. Now behind the goal, Helleson moves it away from Ben Kindle. And out at center ice, Anaheim trying to break it up. The puck almost shot into the Ducks players' bench. Didn't go. Puck sent in from center, giving Anaheim a chance for a wholesale change. 4 going off, and looks like Terry will follow. So 5 brand new faces and freshness. We'll see if that pays off here. Ducks shoot it up the right wing side from deep in their own zone. Batted into the air and then shot wide there by Tommy Novak. Puck picked up, goal line of Doston, then a collision in front of the net. Gudis was involved in that. Everyone's okay. 3-on-2 Duck break. Come across the line. Cutter Gauthier turned around. Never got a shot away. Maybe Gudis will. He does, and that's blocked. And Pittsburgh has it again with 1:44 to go, third period.
I doubt Tommy Novak's going to want to cross the slot area in front of Lukas Dostal again. Well, at least not when Radko Gudis on the ice. Uh-oh, is there going to be a little delay of game penalty coming on the Pittsburgh Penguins?
There might be. Let's go down to the referee. Here it is.
Pittsburgh, 28, 2 minutes, delay of game.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear. Parker Wotherspoon, the defenseman, guilty. And we're taking a look at a replay, and there's no question about that one. Up and over, and he puts the gloves on each side of his cheek and goes, oh, what did I do?
Boy, does that hurt for his hockey club. And once again, we've seen that numerous times throughout this early portion of the season. Looks like we're getting a timeout. Yep. As Phil Hewitt just announced over the PA system, it's timeout Anaheim.
All right. Hey, Ducks single game tickets are on sale now. Check out the new lineup of cool giveaways, theme nights, and ticket packages for the 2025-26 season, presented by our good friends and sponsor, UCI Health. Giveaways include a wearable blanket, nut quacker, boy band tee, soccer jersey, and much, much more. See the complete list at AnaheimDucks.com/promotions. Now that nut quacker thing, soccer jersey, sound good. All right, face-off will be occurring on the Pittsburgh side of center ice. I don't know about anybody else, but I've enjoyed this hockey game here. NHL hockey at its best, and we're still up for grabs here in the closing minute and a half of regulation.
I've enjoyed it myself as well, and Jay Woodcroft doing what he does best, passing down some magic to his upcoming PP units.
Okay, here we go. Face off to the right of their goaltender, Jari. And this is a JMG power play. All right. A difference maker, perhaps, that penalty to Pittsburgh. Lacombe sets it up. Side of the net. They center it. Score! Well, they got the job done there, didn't they? And one of the veteran players comes up with another goal. And the Anaheim Ducks take the lead. Special moment for Chris Kreider, who's done some damage all by himself in this hockey game.
How about that play right there? It's Leo Carlson on the far side after Jackson Lacombe does a great job walking the line. Carlson down to Troy Terry in a great trigger area shot. Chris Kreider, he nails that upper right side corner and gives the good guys a lead.
That's the third goal. Chris Kreider a little bit earlier, another one, and now a meeting of the minds with head coach Joe Quenneville on the far side.
Well, you could just see something brewing there. Jay Woodcroft grabbing that board there during the last timeout. All guys who are set out to do what they just did. We're focused, ready to go, task at hand. How quick was that play? Off the face-off, Jackson Lacombe gets it with intensity, with authority, throws it to Leo Carlson on the far side flank. You got to love his timing there, speed behind the puck. He utilizes that gap, sends it down to Troy Terry. It's just a tic-tac-toe play. Great job, and now let's see, 1:27 remaining in the third period. Anything can happen, but we trust the good guys. They're going to be dialed as ever, and hopefully bring home a win.
Yeah, that'd be nice, especially in your home opener. Pittsburgh back after it. Letang with it, fires it ahead for Sidney Crosby. Keep a close watch on him, and Pittsburgh's going to pull the goaltender. With 1:10 to go, third period, 4-3 Ducks lead at home. Even though they've been outshot 28-21. Puck at the Anaheim blue line. Cleared in, left wing. Comes back out high. The Ducks knock it away. And here they come. Full speed ahead. Come to center. Wrap it in wide of an empty net. And the puck picked up by Brian Russ. So an extra attacker out there for Pittsburgh. 42 seconds to go in the third period. Ducks recently got a goal which put them up 4-3, scored by Chris Kreider. Letang at the point. They puck centered by Rust. Bouncing out to Carlson. Into the slot area for Ricard Raquel. Behind the net for Malkin. They have some guys that can do some damage offensively out on the power play. Ducks PK unit being tested here. 15 seconds left to go. And Seneca will throw the puck down the ice. And he's a little shaken up too. And now an elbow is thrown at him by Crosby. Play is whistled with 11.1 left. I saw him go down. And was that Letang that knocked him down?
58, 2 minutes interference.
Yes, it was. So he is going off.
That is now the second drawn penalty from Beckett Seneca, and boy, does the second one come at a pivotal time. Good work on him. He gets the clear. He tries to go around Letang. Letang feels that all he's got is a little hold up and half knee, half hip, semi-dirty, and you had, of course, the captain, Ratko Gudas, get right in the face of Letang and said, not to our young budding superstar, but the Anaheim Ducks, well, they reward themselves with yet another power play.
All righty. Ducks in a pretty good shape here. Jamji power play. 9 seconds to go. Killorn has it. Carlson put it in front. Penguins break out. 2 seconds. 1, and this game's history. Anaheim Ducks win their home opener this season. A 4-3 final over the Pittsburgh Penguins, and this crowd erupts here at Honda Center.
Mark that now, 2 games in a row with gutsy performances. Of course, that last one come from behind victory, and now home opener. It was a back and forth affair all game long. Couple of notes. Ratko Gudas, 6 hits in this tilt. Power play 2 for 5. 6 total shots on goal. They were absolutely buzzing. And Chris Kreider capped off a phenomenal individual night for him. He gets the go-ahead marker. Troy Terry with the assist. Leo Carlson with the second assist. And wow, the Anaheim Ducks won. It's time to fly together to McDonald's tomorrow. SoCal residents can get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle for only $2 on the McDonald's app. McDonald's app download and registration required at participating McDonald's.
Hey, how about this for a fun home opener? Love it. 4-3 over the Pittsburgh Penguins, and a job well done. Coaching staff preparing the team, and a good effort by the Anaheim Ducks Hockey Club. And maybe this is one that can get them going with a good streak here offensively, and just positive things happening. They all worked hard. Good effort by them, and I'm sure this crowd that nearly filled this building in its entirety capacity are very well pleased with what they witnessed tonight.
No, it was just a electrifying performance for the Anaheim Ducks. It just, and I use the term gutsy, that's another term you could use. They just were really firing on all cylinders for a lot of tonight, and wasn't pretty at times, but they got the job done. And you rely on those big-time performances, right? I just mentioned it. Chris Kreider, few goals, big-time goals, and it just seems like guys were able to, within those big-time performances, step up to the plate and play a solid team game.
Well, you know what? No easy games in the NHL, and in particular the next time the Ducks play here at Honda Center. Carolina will be here in town on Thursday before the team leaves on that lengthy road trip. 5 games and 12 days, but you take them one at a time, and why not enjoy this one overnight tonight? I was impressed, and maybe this is the kind of game that gives them a good start into a win streak.
Well, look, the next task at hand, the Carolina Hurricanes, it's not going to be easy, right? They got Seth Jarvis. They got, the list goes on and on about high-end talent for them. So certainly the Anaheim Ducks got to just continue to play a team style of game, and that's just great backup play. That is great play without the puck. There's straight lines in the defensive end were stellar. The stick on puck, stellar. Countless block shots there to the nitty-gritty, and they just were able to get it done to the final buzzer.
And the veteran Chris Kreider goes out to make an appearance here. Thumbs up. Applause. Hey, the fans can't ask for more than that. And we knew he was going to be a big asset to this hockey club after the acquisition, and he was tonight in this particular